What's up, chat? Cheers, social everybody. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Pip, I'm trying to think of who you're talking about. Maybe we can look him up and I can see the picture. There we go. Speaking of pictures, there's the pictures. Cheers. Did I have to shovel a lot of snow today? I had some snow to shovel, yeah. Not a ton, but I tell you what it was, Boise. It was giant, wet, heavy snow. It wasn't light, fluffy, can't make a snowball with it snow. This was more like if you'd made a snowball out of this, it was more like throwing water balloons. It was like super heavy, slushy, gross snow, all at the end of the driveway in a big mountain that was created by the snowplow, and it was backbreakingly heavy. So yeah, I had to shovel that. It wasn't a lot of it, but it felt like a lot of it because of the weight of it. Every shovel load was it was like lifting a bag of salt. It was very heavy. Yeah. Erlang is the name. Let me look it up. Erlang. Let me see if I can see what this boss looks like. Let me see. You beat him today. Congrats. Let me see if I fought this guy. I must have fought him because I had Reg. I had Reg as my map. I'm sure Reg loves to run me into the bosses, so I'm sure he probably ran me into this person. Let me see. Black Myth, Wukong, Erlang. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's an op. Yes. Oh yeah. He's probably yes. I know who exactly you're talking about. Yes, I did fight him. Yes, I did beat him, Pip. He was probably the hardest boss I fought in the game. He was super hard. Congratulations on getting him. He's one of those bosses that constantly flies in the air. Is constantly in the air flying around. Yeah, it took me a stream and a half to beat that guy. So congratulations on mowing that guy down and getting him in one stream or in less than a stream. I know, look, you see the beers. Look, I got beers now. There's beers there, chat. There's drinks there. Yeah, he was tough. I had to keep on finding ways to what I did was I went to the shrine that's at the bottom of that snowy hill that you run up, and I took like a sizable attempt to get him. Well, good. I'm glad you got him. He was like the hardest boss I fought in the game. What was I gonna say? Did you do the great big crazy? There's like a great big crazy cutscene after that too, right? Did you go through that whole great big crazy giant monkey cutscene stuff and the sort of pseudo battle that you do after that fight? I'm sure you probably did, unless you ended the stream right at the end of fighting Erlang, in which case you'll have that's required. Yeah, like great big giant monkey attack, funky fight thing. It's kind of fun. It makes you feel super powerful. You feel like Godzilla when you're going through that section. Awesome, congrats, Pip. I went down to the shrine and I took all of the gear that I had off. I took all of the points that I had spent, all of the skills, all the trees, all the levels and everything. I erased everything and then I respec'd myself specifically for that boss, where I gave myself the most immobilization I could get with the most powerful skills I could get on that, plus the fastest buildup of my focus or whatever it is, so that I could get the triple hits with the fastest comeback on my most mana and the fastest comeback on my quickest cooldowns and all that. Yeah. I know who you mean now, Erlang. Yeah. What's up, Reg? Cheers, bud. Nice to see you. So you're almost done then. You're almost done, Wukong. If you're there. You've only got one more chapter, right? One more section to go. And you'll be done. Chapter 6. I think it's chapter 6 is the last one. If that's the end of chapter 5. And he's optional too. I don't think you have to do Erlang. He's optional. He provides a different ending, I think. That's what people told me. Although I only ever got the ending I got. I'm assuming because I beat Erlang, that's the ending I got. Maybe if you don't fight or see Erlang, you don't get the ending that I got. Or that you'll probably get. Optional boss. L.A. Noire is a different game from Mafia. Yeah, L.A. Noire is before the Mafia games. This was an older game that they remastered or redid, I think. It's sort of like cop investigation game where you go around as a cop and you drive around and you interview subjects and suspects and you do little car chases. And I'm not exactly sure what's all in it. I've never played it, Boise. But it's there's like dialogue trees and you have to figure out who's telling the truth and who's lying and solving the mystery of whatever it is that we're trying to figure out. Hi, Forbjock. Cheers. It's not a remake. No, they didn't they remake the game itself? Isn't it like did they just re-release it for Steam and Switch? I thought it was remastered or redone or something. No, maybe I'm wrong about that. Forbjock could be. I didn't mean like they were remaking it from a wasn't like a. I didn't mean it was like a new spin on an old game. I just thought it was like remastered, like they did with Last of Us 1 and 2 recently. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Hopefully it looks good then. Hopefully it doesn't look crappy when we load it up. But some people in chat had asked for this game to be played. And I thought that this seemed like just the style of game that it is. It seemed like it suited the nighttime stream more than the daytime stream because it's more of a there's more cutscenes, more story, as well as action and things. I mean, I think you have to keep a notebook or something. Maybe they did remaster. Don't know. It was originally on the PS. I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's find out. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they did. I don't know. Let's look it up. We can wiki it. Let's see. L.A. Noire Wikipedia. L.A. Noire Wikipedia. What's it say? 2011 action adventure game. Was first video game honored as an official selection of the Tribeca Film Festival. So that tells me right there, if the Tribeca Film Festival honored it, then it's got a lot of cutscenes in it, doesn't it? Characters, synopsis, plot, development. Synopsis, what's it say? For most of the game, the player takes on the role of Cole Phelps, played by Aaron Staton. A decorated United States Marine Corps veteran from the 6th Marines, Phelps begins the game as an LAPD patrol officer alongside his partner Ralph Dunn, played by Rodney Scott. Oh, you can't even see this. Congratulations, chat. Welcome to the stream. There you go. Another new recruit. When Phelps is promoted to the traffic desk led by Captain Gordon Leary, Ned Vaughn, he is partnered with Stefan Bukowski, played by Sean McCowan, a Polish-American whom Phelps eventually befriends. Upon his promotion to homicide, led by James Donnelly, Phelps is partnered with Rusty Galloway, a weary Following the... Okay, so they're not really... The synopsis isn't really telling me... So are we solving like a whole bunch of crimes or just one particular crime throughout the story? Maybe we're doing a bunch of crimes. I thought it was like one murder mystery that we were doing throughout the whole game. It didn't say anything, but it didn't say anything in the about this game whether they had remastered it or not. So maybe they didn't. Forbjock. Maybe I'm mistaken. When am I gonna pull the trigger on getting a PS5? I don't know, Boise. I don't know. I just, you know where I am with that, Boise. I kind of want to, but then I know as soon as I do it, I'm gonna have buyer's remorse. I already know going in. Like, there's games I'd like to play that you can only get on the PS5. But I know as soon as I do it, I'm going to have buyer's remorse. So usually when I think about it, the thought of having buyer's remorse cancels the desire to go and buy one. Right. And then 2 weeks later, they release the PS6. Exactly. I might just wait. Boise and Forbjock. I might just wait, like, either for a PS6 or maybe never even get another PlayStation console. It depends. Games seem to be coming out so quick for PC now. Like it used to be. At one time I still do. I have both. I've got an Xbox One S and I've got a PS4. And both of them had their own sets of exclusives. And then there was the PC games. So if you wanted to be a streamer, you kind of needed to do the console rounds as well to make people happy for your streams. But now that they're dropping the games on PC so quickly after they come out, or usually, that it's almost worth saving your money. And if I could totally see why people who don't want to buy or build an expensive computer or PC to game on with all of its moving parts and would rather just have an all-in-one kit in a box. Here you go. Now you can game. Would get a console. I can also see why people would get one for the cottage or for the for the campsite or whatever when they're away, or kids when parents get them for their kids so that they don't need a PC. But I don't know. These days, it's like most games drop to PC pretty fast. So I hesitate at pulling the trigger on a $760, $770 Canadian piece of plastic that I'll probably play 3 games on and then I won't play anything else because everything will be on PC, and then the 6 will come out. I don't know. Maybe I would save the money and throw it towards a new monitor or something, a new central monitor. Keep two monitors on the left and the right of me for my my working monitors. Take my central monitor over to my desktop in the other room, and bring in a nice big gaming monitor or something here in the middle. I don't know. I'm lazy on that because right now all of this suits me well. Everything, the setup that I have right now plays all the games other than just some exclusives that they have on the PS5. So let's play LA Noire. You guys ready? I had some struggle getting this to run properly. I did do a run test on it, and it kept on launching in windowed mode. At first it launched in great big mode, spread it across all 3 of my monitors. I managed to fix that. And then it started constantly launching in windowed mode with no sound, and I think I fixed that. So hopefully it's working now, and we'll get it to run right. And I noticed there's a lot of comments in the Steam communities, people having the same problems. So hopefully we got it working. I do have a copy of this on Switch as well. So if worse comes to worse, we can grab Switch and throw that up. But that's upstairs. I have to knock the dust off it and charge it up before I'd be able to do that. Do I think the new gourmet is a scam because it's AI or something? The new gourmet, the new GPU. Oh, the new GPU. No, I don't. No, I don't think it's a scam. I think it looks like, Boise, I think the 5000 series looks good. I think it looks good. I think what was scammy, or sort of scammy, was the way they marketed it. I think they're trying to make it sound like it's way better than it is with their marketing. I think that you're probably going to see, if you compare apples to apples, if you take a 4070 and a 5070 and you don't use any of the software enhancements or any of that, and you just do straight rasterization of frames per second, generating real, actual in-game frames on the same systems with the same settings, I think you'll see that the 5000 series will probably give you a bump. It'll probably give you what they normally give you, about a 20% bump, if you care about that, on frame rates. I think that what they're doing is, it's a bit of a marketing scam, might be too strong a word, but a bit of a marketing shenanigans, where they're throwing in those tops, right? That extra category. They're giving you a hell of a lot more tops. Terra, what does that stand for? Terra's trillions of operations per second, the AI component, so that their special software that they layer in on top of the actual heavy lifting of the hardware is generating fake in-between frames that then can sort of like estimate what they think would be happening, and then drawing those in between the actual rasterized frames to create an artificially inflated frame rate. And if it works and it looks good, then who cares, right? It's great. It works and it looks good. But the way they're marketing it is they're telling you, what was that line? The 4090 for $2,000. Well, the 5070 for $600 is going to give you 4090 performance. No, it's not. It's going to give you pseudo 4090. If it works, it's going to give you fake 4090 performance. It's going to give you, it's going to give you 20% bump over a 4070 plus all of those AI frames to make it seem like it's a 4090 performance, but it's not actually doing all the heavy lifting. And there's arguments about that too, because games have to incorporate that software. They have to allow for that software to be in the games, and they're swearing that lots of games are going to come out with it and all of that stuff. You remember when RTX was the big thing on the 40, or was it the 20 series? RTX was a big thing on the 20 series, but it took a long time for game companies to actually include RTX in their games and all of that. So would I build a PC? If I was in the market to build one, yeah. If I was getting another PC, Boise, I would definitely build one over buying one. Yeah. Oh, you'll get a much better value for your money. Plus, you learn a lot if you build your own PC as opposed to buying one from a maker. Because usually the makers will charge a big labor price, and they'll cheap out on some areas and they'll advertise a couple things that are really good, and then they'll cheap you out on memory, or they'll cheap you out on something, a power supply or something, or that it's not that good a case, or or fans, or you want to make your own for sure. Regardless of pure performance, it's generally best to stick with the latest generation, regardless due to new technology. Sure, I mean, if you, I don't think that the 5000 series is bad. I don't think it's bad. I don't think so at all. I think the prices seem reasonable, and I think it's okay. And if the software and everything works like they say it does, great. I just think they were a little bit shenanigans wise on how they marketed it. That's all. And all of that. The other thing you have to take into consideration, too, is that when you introduce extra frames that aren't actually being generated by the GPU, but are being introduced through software, your lag goes up. Your lag will increase because the lag is related to the actual frames being drawn, not the artificial frames being drawn. So if you're getting 3 frames, technically, maybe not in practice, maybe they've got some overrides for this, but technically if you're drawing 3 to 4 frames for every actual frame being rendered, you're tripling your lag. Your lag will triple because the lag is the responsiveness of your input is based on the actual rasterization of the frames, not the artificially created frames in between those actual frames. So your lag could also go up. So they're going to have to come up with software to counter the lag. Off the top of my head, I see that as being an issue. And gaming companies have to give you those options and those toggles to allow those new softwares and things to be supported. And do you have a PC that can support and handle that, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't think it's bad. I think they were just given a little bit of shenanigans in the way they reported it. And of course, they cherry-picked all the games to show you, these giant frame rate changes. And they're not comparing apples to apples. This is a 4070 compared to the this is a 4090 compared to the 5070. With the 5070 has all of the extra stuff. And the other shenanigans thing they're doing is they're only allowing you to have that new software that creates those in-between frames with the 50 series cards. They say they're going to open it up to the earlier cards, but they're not doing it yet. Why aren't they doing it yet? Why? Well, you know why. Because they want to sell the 50 series cards, and they want to sort of force feed you, if you want that, to buy the 50 series. Maybe a year and a half down the road, they'll open it up to the other cards, which they can already do if they want to. But they're not doing that because they want to sell their 50 series cards. There's a little bit of shenanigans going on, that's all. But I think it looks like a good card. But it's not this 2 and 3 times performance. It's going to be a 20% bump plus software bumping. That's my opinion. That was long-winded. If using the technology increases lag, then basically useless technology for gaming purposes. Well, they'll have to put some stuff in to counter it, that's all. They'll just have to have... I know they have software technologies to counter it. They're actually using AI. They're using AI to guess what the next frame is going to be. So instead of just drawing in between frames, now they're doing one where the AI guesses what the next frame will be. By like let's say you're moving your mouse pointer. Did I get my mouse cursor here? Let's say that the A in LA Noire is somebody's head, right? And I'm playing a mouse and keyboard shooter game. So now I've got to move my crosshair, which is my mouse pointer, over here to the A to shoot the A. But the A is moving, right? So in rasterized frames, there's a set amount of lag. In where they draw frames in between their rasterized frames, there's even more lag. So the way they're going to make up for that is by actually physically shifting. So the in-between frame isn't just going to be a redraw with some incremental changes in the frame. It's going to be a shifted frame. So that if the A is slowly moving across the screen from left to right, the in-between frames will shift everything over a little bit. And what it does is it leaves white space. It leaves like a white gap where it should have actually been drawn, like a ghost gap. And then what they have to do is they got to use DLSS or whatever software they're using to estimate with AI and draw in color over the white gaps so you don't even notice the white gaps, right? So to get that stuff to work, there's a lot of processing going on under the hood, which is why they dumped all those tops in the 5000 series cards. And yeah, it's great if it works and if the gaming groups adopt it. And what that does is then when you're moving your mouse pointer over, they cancel that increase in lag by actually redrawing it incorrectly, slightly shifted over with DLSS filling in the area that it would have been. A lot of shit going on under the hood. Yeah, there is artifacting for it. Actually, I saw an article about it. Because it's not a perfected It's not all of these companies are jumping on the AI bandwagon, so it's a wait and see how well it works and performs. But all of that being said, forget about all of that stuff. Forget about all the AI and the extra generation and all of the lag fixing software and all of that stuff. Forget about it. Just compare apples to apples. I think the 50 series cards will be about a 20% bump over the 40 series cards without any of that stuff involved. So, and the prices are relatively on par, so I think it's fine. It's fine. I just had a bit of a chuckle about how Jensen with his shiny crocodile skin or whatever it was, alligator skin leather jacket was telling you, you paid $2,000 for the 4090 and now the 5070 can do what the 4090 can do for $600. Well, no, it can't. No, it can't. It by no means can it do that. It can only do that if it's artificially inflated with the software, and not all of the games take the software, and the software is not perfect, and they didn't compare apples to apples. They cherry picked. So there was some shenanigans there, but the cards themselves, they seem good. There was an article about. Let me see. Hang on, chat. Let me see. See if I can find what I was looking at. There was a guy talking about all of that stuff. Is this him?
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Moodle.
That is not him. That is not him. There was actually a guy that was doing a pretty good talk about it. He was showing some examples. Of course, I'm never going to be able to find him. Is that him? Is this him?
Come on, let's take.
This I think is him, but I don't think this is the actual video that I was watching. Let me see if it's.
There I was browsing AMD hate thread.
Hang on. Here we go. All right. This it?
I'm in Black Myth Whoop.
This is the guy I was watching. This guy talk a lot about this stuff. No worries, Pip. No worries, bud. No worries. Hey, Nickel Pickle, what's up, sir? How are you? Cheers. Sounds like it's going to be ray tracing 2.0, used for a lot of marketing, and still nobody uses it 5 years. Yeah, it's all super dependent. Apple did the same thing with the iPhone 16, right? Apple Intelligence, and there's going to be all these amazing things that Apple Intelligence is going to do with they call theirs Apple Intelligence instead of AI and all blah, 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 blah. Then the iPhone 16 launched, but when it launched, none of those software AI things came with it. None of it. All to be continued in an upcoming update for software. They sold the hardware with the capabilities, but none of the software shipped with it. And they're slowly trickling it out if they ever trickle it out. And one tech reviewer said once, he said, don't ever buy anything on the promise of the future. Always buy it on the reality of today. I'm not saying that the promise of the future won't be delivered at some point, but it's almost never delivered the way you think it's going to be and never delivered the way they promise it. And right now, I would say if you're in the market for a 50 series card, I would look at it as a slight bump over the 40 series cards with the promise potentially of software improvements and stuff down the line. But take that part with a grain of salt. This guy was talking about it. I don't know if this is the video that I had it in it, but
Wukong, and you just see up in the top left of the screen, is that 43 FPS? That is disgusting, guys. Unplayable. We're PC gamers. This is terrible. But
is this the guy? Is he talking about state of frame generation, X-frame, torque scaling tips, visual comparisons, performance, trying to lower the GPU? No, this is not the right video. This is something else he's talking about. But it is that guy that was talking about this guy. His name is Vex or something, I think. Is it here? Where does he talk about it? Is this it?
When NVIDIA revealed their RTX 50 series graphics cards, especially when they brought out the price, wow, this is crazy. Everybody in chat was like, AMD is cooked. AMD was super hyped to announce their RX 9070 XT, but when it came to their presentation, it kind of looked like this.
And we look forward to telling you more.
All right, we don't need to see all of this. I'm just trying to look for the software talk that we were talking about. Is this it? Talking about it here?
Tries to do that without making as many artifacts as possible.
Yeah, there
We're
you
in
go.
Cyberpunk right now.
Who was mentioning artifacts? He's talking about artifacts right now. That's what you were saying, Forbchuck. Yeah, that's one of the issues with this new software, doing the generation and moving things slightly and filling in behind them. And
NVIDIA really does conquer. And NVIDIA has done very well is their upscaling, their super resolution. Now DLSS super resolution will upscale your game from a lower resolution to a higher one, and it tries to do that without making as many artifacts as possible. And we're in Cyberpunk right now, and we're on DLSS performance upscaling. This is basically upscaling 1080p to 4K.
okay, here's the FSR.
We also have the good software support, the good upscaling, and AI upscaling, especially with the NVIDIA graphics card. And that is where we need to mention FSR 4. Now, AMD did announce this, and they did a weird on the left side on the old version of FSR. And then what would assumably be FSR 4, it looks stable. It looks clean. If you look at this crowd and the bleachers and stuff, there's just so much like pixelation, weird ghosty things on the left side, very sharp.
I don't know if he's doing he does a lot of videos that are very much the same as each other. I don't know if this is the one where he talks about the lag issue though.
What upscaler you use, you could get a lot different FPS because all upscalers actually have a little bit of a hit to your FPS. It's not like you're just running 1080p but it's 4K. There's actually a little bit of overhead with that algorithm to upscale to that resolution. And some of these upscalers are more efficient algorithms.
I don't know if this is the one he talks about it.
In the games around, we don't want games to look significantly worse on AMD or something like that, because then that'd be.
I don't think he's talking about it here. Maybe he talked about it early on, did he? I know this is the guy, and I know he talks about it, but this doesn't look like the one where he's talking about it. Let me go back one more. Check again. There's one where he's talking about. Is this the one?
So NVIDIA announced really get to see how much better rasterization performance is, because I think NVIDIA is trying to hide that, because I really don't think the 5080 will be that much faster than the 4080 in rasterization. And they're really relying on, it seems like, DLSS 4 multi-frame gen in order to, make up sort of that gap. So here's the 4070 Ti versus the 5070 Ti.
I think
I want to make a note of it on NVIDIA.
I think this is the one where he's talking about, he's saying if you strip away all the software and compare apples to apples, or just hardware to hardware straight up, that it's about a 20% bump. But all of these graphs are showing you with these massive 2 and 3 times. These are all based on cherry-picked games with all of that software added in. Too much nerd talking. I'm almost done. I was just trying to... Somebody was asking... We were talking about the increased frames give increased lag, and they've got ways to come around it, which seem and look good, but they're not proven yet and included in games yet, and are future and software dependent. So if you were going to get yourself a 50 series card, don't get it based on the promises. Get it on the hardware realities with maybe promises down the road. Somewhere here he talks about that. Where does he talk about the... He's going through all the specs. I'm not going to go through all the specs, but I was just looking for...
spreadsheet and everything. So hopefully this helps you really get an image for this, because I was very excited at the beginning when I first saw these cards revealed and the price. I was like, holy shit, there's no way that when I really look at the specs, they aren't as crazy as you might think that they would be. It's definitely an upgrade over 40 series, and it's at a decent price compared to it for a lot of the cards. It's pretty good. We'll take it. And then it has some extra features, so hopefully they don't get scalped immediately and people can actually buy them and try them. Anyway.
Yeah, so his conclusion was, I'm not going to go through all of it. It's in there somewhere if you want to go through Vex on his channel. But basically he says the prices are right and they're decent cards, but all of the huge differences are software-based, and the games need to include that in their games, and it needs to get perfected, and it may not be released yet, so you're straight up, you're going to get, if you just take it, plug it in, swap out your card, and plug it in and play, you're not going to see these massive changes. You're going to see a 20% bump. So, like you normally used to see. All right, let's play LA Noire. Let's do it, for Big Sean's sake. Get off that woke nerd talk. Okay, I've never played this game before, Chad. Hopefully it launches properly. If it's a 20% difference from the same model one generation to the next, it's not really that bad. Yeah. Probably never worth upgrading if you have a 4000 series card still. Yeah, but no reason to avoid buying it if you're building a new PC. Exactly, Forbjock. Yeah, and they've also promised to release all of that once they perfect all of that in-game frame generation and fix the lag situation for all the extra frames they're drawing that the GPU is actually not calculating, that are just sort of estimated frames, because your lag is based on the actual frames. Once they have software to deal with that and to fix that, it's basically what they're doing. It's so bizarre. We're in a bizarro world now, where they're going to create AI-generated fake frames between the actually rastered frames, but that creates increase in lag. So to counter the increase in lag, they're going to do AI shifted frames, lag adjusting shifted frames, so that you don't, instead of having to move your mouse pointer over and press the button and have it register that, now you'll move your mouse pointer over less far, because they're going to translate the whole image over, or parts of the image that are important, and then draw in behind them where the white spots are. So there's like these layers of AI to fix all of that. And do you really believe all of that's perfected yet? No. Is it going to be perfected? Maybe. Will all games include it? Maybe, maybe not. It's one of those situations. So if you're getting those cards, get it for the 20% spec bump and hope that stuff comes in. They definitely loaded those cards up with a lot more of those, whatever they call them, TOPS, teraflop operations per second AI stuff. I was watching another really interesting show, and I'm sorry, Big Sean. I was watching another really interesting show about AI, about an AI software designer and stuff. And he said ChatGPT, for example, said these AIs are really just super fast search engines. That's what they are. So if you ask ChatGPT to draw you a mural of watches with a time of 2 minutes after 3 on the watches, what ChatGPT will draw you is a mural of watches, and all of the watches will have 10 past 10 on them. Because all of the watches, 99 or 98% of all watches in media have the time 10 past 10 on them. Because that is the most attractive, marketing-wise, that's considered the most attractive time to display on a watch. It's like framing the name of the watchmaker, Rolex or whoever it is. So the vast majority of images of watches out there have the time 10 after 10 on them. So ChatGPT, when you tell them to draw a watch with do a mural of watches with a different time on it, can't do it. You'll end up with, it searches all kinds of watches and draws you 10 after 10 watches. And there was another example that he gave as well, because that shows you how it's really just a super crazy fast search engine. And it's so fast, it gives the appearance that it's like doing thinking, but it's not. It's just, it can't create. It can only duplicate what has already been created, but it can mix things that have been created together to give this impression that thinking is going on. But there's no thinking going on. It's just blind reproduction of things that have already been created. So it is an interesting discussion the guy was having. There was a few other examples he gave. That was the one that stuck in my head. All right, let's go. LA Noire. Sorry for all that long talk. LA Noire. Let's play this. Hopefully I don't crash. Hopefully it runs. Hopefully it doesn't launch in windowed. And we'll play it. Never played this before, but it was requested by some members of chat, so here we are. Let's do it. You guys can help me solve some... Oh, God, it launched in Windows mode. Hopefully it fixes itself. Maybe just the boot screen is windowed. Team Bondi, Sydney, Australia. It's in windowed mode, chat. I could probably fix that. It might. Hopefully, let me wait till it loads up, and I'll see. This video game is fictional, of 1940s Los Angeles. All right, it did not fix itself, so let me see if I can fix it. Try this. Will that fix it? There we go. Do the old Alt-Enter trick. Oh, no, it didn't fix it. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. Yay, there we go. Fixed. It keeps on switching back to window, though. Okay, hang on. Maybe I can force it with resolution change. But it's already in 1920 by 1080. It's It's already 1920 by 1080, so why is it switching back and forth? Stay in 1080, please. Ah, why, game, why? Oh, there, oh! Success! There we go. Success. Are you getting buffering? No, don't tell me you're buffering. That won't be the game, though. Give it a second to settle down. Let me know once we smooth out. It was probably because I was forcing it to switch its resolution. Are we good now? Playback looks all right, doesn't it? Seems okay now? Okay, good. It was probably just because I was forcing it to change up for me. No, I don't think it's you. I don't think it's you, Forbjock. It's probably just because I was trying to force it to switch resolutions. And the OBS didn't know what the hell I was doing. All right. Let's get it on, chat. New. Okay.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. The symbol of freedom
LA
and
Noire.
vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors.
Every pot had a chicken in it. Every yard
A city where a
had a
man's
white
home
picket
is his
fence.
castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers.
City of Dreams.
A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Nice. That was a cool opening.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the
Cheers,
path,
chat.
or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
14 Adam en route. Oh, we're driving. New objective, investigate the crime scene. Hey, Nick, what's up? We're cops. We're cops on a mission. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go.
Here we go again.
Here we
They
go
don't
again.
request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam
I got my
of
siren on.
sunshine himself.
Gotta have the sirens and lights when you're on a case. Alleyway crime scene, 10:12 p.m. Which is my
Floyd Rose,
character.
homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, A Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting, boys. Go find that gun. We're going to Burger King. Let's
This
find-
is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way.
This is a
We'll
fi-
search right up to the back wall.
This is a fist
If you
hump,
still don't
chat.
come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out.
Let's look for the gun.
2 heads are always better than 1.
Where's he going? He's gonna go sit in the car. I'm gonna end up doing this. Oh. Control a vibration, a chime, or a magnifying glass icon. Objects are nearby that can be examined.
Look at this junk.
Something right here, chat. How do I examine? Something here. Musical chimes, control a vibration. There's something here, chat.
Not my
Hey,
job
Reaper,
to
what's
pick
up?
through other people's trash.
Would I live in LA? You know what? I went to LA only once in my life, Boise. I was in San Diego for a few months, and San Diego is beautiful. And I went up to LA just to visit someone, and I wasn't super impressed with LA. I found it kind of like small central
have you
downtown
got,
and
Phelps?
lots and
Anything?
lots of sprawl. Tons and tons of urban sprawl.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
I would probably visit, not live. There's places I'd rather go.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
What's he looking at? What are we looking at, bud? How do I examine, though? They're not telling me how to examine. Press A. There we go.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Is that where the guy got shot?
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all
Never
deep
live in
on me,
California due to
Phelps.
political reasons. You wouldn't give up your rights to live anywhere. I hear you. I hear you. I wasn't thinking so much about the politics. I was thinking about the weather, and the geography, and the. San Diego is beautiful. Lots of nice beaches, gorgeous weather every day. You can be in the snow in the mountains if you drive up into the Verona Valley. You can, or La Jolla, you go to the beach and it's gorgeous. I don't know so much about American politics and all of that. It's very, very liberal, right, California? But I don't. LA doesn't turn my crank as a place I'd want to live. Maybe go there to visit, like certain parts of it are probably super nice, and then there's other parts of it where it's like, oh, like Skid Row and Hollywood, where it's like just horrific. Okay, what else we got to look at? Oh, open the notebook. Use the left stick and press A to select. Clues, locations. What do you think this would fall under? Select clue to view your evidence you've found. Blood stain. Blood splatter stain in recessed doorway in the alleyway floor. Is that it? All right, that's it. All right, so they're just showing me right now. Okay. Now what are we looking at? More clues to find? Oh, something else. There's the gun.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Okay. Gonna find a way up to the window. Climb up something. Go through this door. Go up the stairs. No.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
All right, Ralph, what do you got? This pipe? I was gonna climb the other pipe. Spider-Man! I'm like the fittest cop on the force. I don't go for the donuts.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
My thoughts on Trump trying to make Canada America? I think Trump is very, very wise guy who knows how to grab media headlines. That's what I think. I think he knows how to play the media. And all of the people like puppets.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
Is this our gun? Oh, this is our gun. He knows how to keep his name in the headlines.
I don't even want to think about what that smell is.
Use the left stick to manipulate the object and search for points of interest. Hold it when you feel the vibration. So we're gonna search it. Okay. Oh.
Smith & Wesson,
Probably
serial
dope deals around here as well.
S71893.
Press A to further investigate. Do it
2
again.
rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
So this guy went boom, boom, and then threw his gun, ran away and threw his gun over his head. What kind of cop am I?
Follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
I just picked that gun up with my bare hands. Shouldn't I have picked it up with a pencil or something? Exactly what I was thinking, Reg. He just put his own prints on that gun, right? Where you live's gonna be the next California, thinking of moving before it gets worse? Right on. You're worried about, taxes, that you're getting taxed for stuff you don't want to pay for, unnecessary extras, and school systems for kids and all the stuff.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot.
Let me see if I can't make this game a little brighter. It seems super dark. Options. Display. Brightness. I'm gonna make it 4 ticks brighter. Does it just, I don't have to, just like that? Back. Let me check it again. Did it stay? It did. Back, back. Okay, back.
It's a pretty
That's
fancy
better.
gun.
That's better.
You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
New objective. Investigate the gun store. Let's go, boys. Let's get back to the car.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You
How
can't wait to
come,
get out of that uniform, can you?
How come our car
You'd
is
rather round
here,
up drunks and help old
but the
ladies
image
across
for the
road?
car is down the
I'd
road
rather
on
get
the
through
map?
the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
Stop
be
talking
fine,
about putting
Ralph.
the captain's
You
foot up
worry
your
too
ass.
much.
What's over here then? A different car? Something is vibrating over here, but I don't know what it is. Something right here is vibrating. Oh, this is where the bloodstain is? Oh, no, look. Something here.
Junk.
Oh, just junk? Junk. So our car is down here. So that's a different car. That's not even our car. I went, oh, something's here. Something's vibrating here. What is it? Beer bottle. More junk.
Maybe. No.
Is that a bottle of Guinness? Not all objects are relevant to your investigation. Put that stinky bottle down. Okay, let's go. I think we found everything we needed to find. I'm driving. I'm driving. Alleyway crime scene. Let's go to the gun store. Press the right and left triggers when reviewing the entries. Intuition points are gained as you earn experience and rank. Use intuition points to aid in your investigation. For more community info, so they're putting their own ads in the game. All right. Do they want me to do something here? Close the notebook. Let's go, chat. How do I get to the gun store? Are they gonna mark it on the map? Let's go down Mateo Drive. Oh, here it is. Is this it? That's the liquor store. How do I know where the gun store is? Maybe I have to select it. Wait. Let me see if I have to select it. Smith & Wesson revolver, serial number was found. That's at the crime scene. Okay, let me go back. Let me go to locations. Gun store. Select it. Guns and ammunition sales, downtown outlet, 367 South Central Avenue. Set as destination. There we go. There we go. First order of the night, get some gloves for crime scene investigation. Right, exactly right, Reg. All right, that's how we do that. All right. Now we've got the, now we got the gun store listed. So I guess we're gonna go to the gun store. I'm a cop, I'm allowed to drive on the wrong side of the road. Sirens! Out of my way, people! Okay, turn the siren off. Oh! Make a report. Make a report. Make a report. It was a dark and stormy night in the dirty streets of LA. Me and my crooked cop buddy were headed down to the gun store to find out if we could get any information about a gun used in a homicide. Secretly, I was looking for Tim Hortons. I haven't had a coffee all night. We're almost there. Let's go overland. Look at the suspension on my car. It's very bouncy. Do the shoes make that click-clack noise? Yeah, I don't wear shoes like that, but apparently my character in the game does. All right, here we go. The gun store, 10:39 p.m. Central Guns. We sell ammo. Learn to shoot. We're going in. I'll do the talking.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Everybody's touching this gun, chat. Where's the evidence protection? Time to open the ledger.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
So, Model 27 with pearl grips. So, I see square butt grip. I see 2418 to 27 nickel checkered walnut grip. 25, 25, 14, 27 nickel pearl grip right here.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
No, he's not, chat. That's a lie. That's a lie. As soon as we leave, he's going back to his back of the house poker game.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
You just call me Gunga Din. All right, Schrodinger's apartment. Apartment residence of Errol Schrodinger. Let's go talk to this guy, chat. Let's go shake him down. Let's put him in handcuffs in the backseat of our car and give him a rough ride around town till he talks. Adam 12, Adam 12. Go down this alleyway.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't...
Slow down! Okay, that doesn't work. Guess I gotta go back.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true.
The department's not gonna be happy with me. I'm bashing the car.
Locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
them armed. That's why they get caught.
My dad lets me
2 out of
drive on the
every 3 crimes
driveways.
are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps
Okay, hang on.
Encyclopedia.
We need to fix something else. Can I split up the audio? The music is so loud it's drowning out the voices. Let me see. Audio. Sound. Music is really loud. Drop that back. Let's drop that back to like 50%. Can't really go. I guess that's 50.
Thin air. You really are full of it.
All right. What time is it? 10:30, almost 11 o'clock. How do I get there faster? Is there a map in this game? It's not really a map, right? Oh, there's a map. Okay. So where am I trying to get to? Or do I go right or left here? So I'm there, so I guess I want to go to my left. Well, either way, but I guess, no. That's an overpass, though. That's an overpass. So I got to get onto one of those. I got to get onto Alameda to get over there, or 4th Street. So I got to go backwards to go forwards? Oh, I see. So I can turn. Okay, I'll take my next. All right, go left, take my next left. Got to get on that overpass. I run red lights, chat. Just put your sirens on. You're allowed to go through red lights. It has a very mafia feel. We're gonna go wake this guy up out of bed. He's probably making love to his wife right now. All right, it's coming up. Somewhere here. Here we go. Schroeder's apartment, 11:06 p.m. Look at the ad up there. Cola King. Cola King. All right. Let's, gold handle doors allow you to enter. Okay, so this is our spot right here. What's with the shoe ad? Look, you're talking about clickety shoes. Chamberlain's manufacturer of all kinds of gentlemen's shoes. I wonder if cop shoes are clickety or Chamberlain shoes. Inspect the mailboxes. There he is.
Schroeder.
Schroeder.
Apartment 2.
Apartment 2. Second floor. That's apartment 3. Still really dark. Do I have a flashlight? Can I pull my gun out? Here, right here. I'm going in. LAPD!
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Cuff him, Dan. Oh, yes, let's go.
That was a very bad...
You ready, tough guy?
Look at meat, baby. What's with this? Talk, damn you!
Quit prancing messing around.
Talk, damn you! Super Noogie!
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Ralph got
Keep an
knocked
eye on
right
Ralph.
out.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Investigation music plays when you enter a crime scene or a location of interest. Search locations thoroughly to discover clues. Press A to further investigate an object. Artie Rosenberg, Summers, Frank Greer, Clayton, Ted Rossi, Kaplan, F. Greer, Leroy Tate. What do you think this is? With all these dates and numbers next to them. Is this guy running books? Is this guy a loan shark? Look at all of these. Floyd Rose.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
I think we should stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. As this time passes? Or is this a flashback? This looks like it might be a flashback. This is when I was signing up for the Marines. Am I having a bad dream right now?
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Yeah, we're out of here. We don't want to fight. Armed and dangerous.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics.
This game is very pretty.
There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Beluga-ville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Armed and dangerous.
Roger,
Going in hot.
14 Adam en route.
Sirens are on. What are we going to? Armed and dangerous what? Stick up? Bank robbery? Sorry, guys, sorry.
No, you did not just do that.
That's a hit and run. Don't worry about it. Hit and runs are allowed by the police. Oh, it's mobsters. There's about a 6 to 8 second lag in the stream, Rosie. Can I not move my location? B to reload. Can I not change locations? No way.
How long do you think you can hold out?
He's right there, Chad. I'm gonna pop him.
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
There we go, right bumper next. Going in! I'm going in crazy, chat. I'm not allowed to run? There we go. I'm just going in, boys.
LAPD,
just
put down your weapons. The bed is surrounded.
I'm not taking any prisoners. Shut the... Get that, bitch. I'm a bad cop. I'm an angry cop.
We don't know how.
Don't be robbing my banks in my town.
Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
Almost shot you, Fred. I don't care about backup. I'm a bad cop. Where are they at?
You're fucking toast.
Where is he, Chad? He's right here, but I can't see him. Is he hiding behind them? Where is he, Chad? There he is.
That's it. We got
I was only thinking in 3 dimensions.
I think we got him, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph.
I had a bulletproof
You're
vest
well,
on,
man.
Reg.
I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
I painted the wall. I painted the wall with his blood. Another flashback.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime.
Take
Hank.
care, boys. You take care, bud. Cheers.
I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
We got about a 13-second lag going on right now with the stream. Just so you
With
know.
some people, it's as simple as chemistry. 2 guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop!
Get back here, you son of a bitch! I'm a typical LA cop. I shoot, beat people, and ask questions later.
He's hiding in the alley!
Don't make me shoot you, sir. We're chasing you for no reason.
Hold it right there!
I'll make something up.
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
I do not have articulable probable cause.
Don't want to do
Or
this,
don't. What am I
Wendell.
doing? Oh my God, this is
Get
hard.
down from there
Get
right now.
up. Camera's awkward.
Stay the hell away from me.
Where'd he go, boys?
Give it
Straight
up,
ahead.
Wendell!
He's right here. You went up the pipe, right?
There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
Let's push him off the roof, chat. How'd he get over there?
You assholes already screwed me once.
Stop, drop, and roll. Well, we're gonna screw you a second time.
It's over, Bowers!
Dramatic cop roll.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Can't go in there, chat. Did he? Oh no!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
All right, let's go, you son of a bitch.
Give it up!
Son of a bitch! I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna throw you off the. I'm gonna throw him off the roof, Chad.
It's over, Bowers.
Throw you off the roof. Oh, I can't throw him off the roof. Jesus. Come here. There it is! Yes!
Nice work, Cole.
Nice work, Cole.
You run track in high school?
I wonder if it was possible not to kill him or put him in hospital. I was trying to throw him over the roof.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso,
Helps the outlaw
1.
cop, yeah.
Candidate Kelso.
Kelso's gonna get pissed.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
He's gonna be mad at me, chat, because I scored him low. Buyer beware.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
This is the one I get to make my name and become a detective.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Let's look for clues, chat.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Let us do our job. I have to walk around and look for clues. Oh. There's a clue here. Examine the dead body.
Broad daylight. Crowded
Oh my
street.
god, I just touched the body.
I've seen everything.
Examine the victim's head and arms. Looks like he got sliced in the mouth. I don't see anything else. Okay. Let me check his arms. Arms are floppy. Floppy arms. Okay, I think he's dead. Let me check the other arm though, just to make sure. No, I already checked the head. Let's check this other arm over here. Can I steal his watch or rings? Doesn't have any watch or rings on, chat. No. I think he's dead. He's dead, Jim. I didn't find anything. Let me check his belly. Let me steal his wallet. I don't know what they want me to do with this body, chat. I can't seem to... Let me take off his pants. Okay, wait. No, I don't want to look at his damn arm. I looked at his arm. Let go of his arm, Cole. Down below here. Look down here. There you go. Right there. Yeah, right there. Grab that. What's in there? He doesn't care about that. Can I open his mouth? I don't see anything, chat. They're not showing me anything. Alright, I'm backing out. Search location sorted to discover clues. Was I supposed to find a clue there? Because... Oh, there's something over here.
All all right. Yes,
Shell
it's
casings.
a dead person.
These look like 32s.
32s, chat. I'm just gonna touch everything. Infect this crime scene. No, I'm okay. Stop touching the body, Cole. Let's look in this shop.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
Oh, I'm Phelps, not Cole.
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta.
Galleta.
Clovis Galleta.
Take a seat, Miss Galleta. Eyewitness account. Okay. Witnesses' details are entered in the left. Got it? Okay. Questions are listed on the right. Use L to scroll the questions in the evidence. There's eyewitness account.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Think the witness is lying? You have to prove select lied. Because the witness is lying, you'll need to present evidence. Press Y to accuse a witness of lying. You think she's lying, chat? She's looking shifty. I think she's lying.
You're lying, Miss Galleta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Can't really. Because of the shell casings! That's why!
How dare you accuse me of lying? God, I think you're horrible.
Of course I'm
A
horrible.
man is dead, Miss Galleta, and it's a criminal offense to
So
lie
I'm a
to a
dirty
police
cop.
officer. I will take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must. But I won't say another word to you.
I'm doing really well. Alright, I gotta search for more clues. She's not gonna talk to me, chat. I'll find the gun. Stand up against the wall. I need to frisk you. Hey, Hippos, what's up, buddy? Let me see over here. I don't see any clues in here. What's this paper on the desk? We just started today, bud. Just today. I'm still a beat cop, and I'm a dirty beat cop. And I'm accusing everybody of lying, even when I don't have any proof. I'm just learning the ropes of the game, how I'm supposed to, like... I'm trying to figure out the mechanics, how I work the game. Not all objects are relevant to your search. The camera will zoom in and out on relevant, so this is not relevant to my search. Let me go behind the counter, chat. Let me take all the money out of the till. So far, so good. I'm just trying to get used to what how I'm supposed to function, in the, like how I'm supposed to like walk around and interact and press buttons and how I work my notebook, and I'm just trying to figure all this stuff out. I just came across a scene of a dead guy laying on the street. The woman inside, that's her boss. I asked her if she saw anything. She said no, she didn't see anything. And I accused her of lying, and she got mad. She said she's not going to talk to me anymore. Somewhere there's got to be a clue on this guy's body, but I haven't found the clue yet. I see that mess on his head. Select the body part, press A to examine it more closely, but nothing is popping up on his head. Like, I'm not getting any interactions here. So, if I go to his jacket, they don't care about the jacket. What about his pocket here? Oh, here we go. Found something. Bank of Arcadia, 1412 West 3rd Street, Westlake. Name, C. Galata, apartment 5. Pearl earrings, total price $52.50. Uh-huh.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
So some kind of a receipt? He didn't have anything on his arms, I don't think. There's nothing there. So, I found a receipt. So clues? But we didn't write it down. Shooting. Fatal shooting on the sidewalk, 1 male victim. Found where? At Nunbush Shoes. 32 caliber shell casings, 5 rounds total, found on the sidewalk. I didn't find anything else, though. This is my big case, as I'm trying to make my big break to become a detective. Let me go back inside. Found a receipt. Maybe I can talk to her about the sales receipt? She's not talking to me, Chad. I might have to rough her up. Look at these things over here. Can I go in this door? Can't go in there. Doesn't seem like there's anything else I can interact with. There's some books on the desk. Can't interact with those. Maybe I need to talk to some eyewitnesses on the street. I can grab this, but...
Doesn't tell me anything.
But it doesn't tell me anything. What about this table? Is there anything over here? Are you hiding anything behind your back, lady? Let me go see if there's any eyewitnesses. They still want me to examine the body for some reason, but... Am I supposed to take that paper out of his jacket and keep it? How do I keep it, though? Maybe there's something on it I'm supposed to find. Oh, here we go. Layaway ticket voucher.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
A layaway receipt for pearl earrings. How does that help me? Let me talk to some of these people. Let me talk to the people.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer, I want to see.
They won't let me talk to the people. Can I talk to her about the receipt? They're not letting me take the receipt out of his pocket, though. Did he put it in his? Did I put it in my notebook? Yes, I did. Okay, here we go. Receipt of pearl earrings made out on Bank of Arcadia to C. Galata. So maybe I could talk to her about that. Let me see. Lady? She's not talking to me. Let me go talk to my partner. My partner's not talking to me. What am I not seeing, Chad? Some kind of cop I turned out to be. Did they hide something in the trash?
Tell you're lying.
Oh, something here. Aha! Oh, I found the gun! Let's go. What's it say?
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We gotta go to the gun store again.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. Girl saw it all, but she clammed up on it. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
All right, let's go to the gun store. What if I try to get in the passenger seat? Will he drive? Hey, you drive for a change. No. Not allowed, okay.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Eagleson's gun store, chat. We're going in.
Oh, no. You did not just do that.
I did do that because I'm a dirty cop. Sirens, I'm going through the red light.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these
I'm
frauds.
just going to accuse everybody
Little
of lying.
bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder
You're
you're
wrong.
suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
She was not a looker. Hey, don't even think about hitting my car. I didn't know that LA had cable cars back in the day. I see all the wires above the street. Oh, where's this gun store? It should be right here. Is it down here? Eagleson's Gun and Sporting Goods, 2:36 p.m. Let's go ask him about this gun that we found.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Caillou?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Investigate Hartfield's jewelry. Locations. Hartfield's jewelry store. Let's go, boys. Let's go talk to the owner of that gun that we found in the garbage can. Why would a guy buy a gun and then throw it away, chat? It's the second gun that's killed somebody that belonged to somebody else. We've got a stolen gun serial killer in the city. Oh. It's down here. Somebody's stealing everybody's guns, killing people, and throwing the guns away. Going in.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Caillou?
No. Mr. Caillou is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
He's trying to recover from the long run back to the store.
Son of a bitch!
God damn it, go! Get him! Oh, I went the wrong way. He went this way, Chad. I'm a terrible foot patrol policeman.
Caillou, get back here!
Get back here, Caillou. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Can I shoot him?
Too late, Caillou!
joke, buddy.
I see you, Kalu. I'm coming for you. Can I shoot him, chat? I can. Oh, no! No! No, I'm not. I'm a cop, you idiot. I'm not allowed to, as a police officer, I'm not allowed to shoot people in the back when they're running away from me. What kind of city is this? What kind of city is this? That's not right. I should be able to. I'm supposed to be a dirty cop. Let me get another drink here. I'm doing science. I'm learning.
Officer Cole Phelps.
Come on!
No, Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Holy shit! I'm going in. He's gonna run, chat.
Son of a bitch!
Go, Cole, go! All right, I'm gonna tackle him this time, okay? Does he always go the same way? I'm on top of him this time. I'm an outlaw cop.
Get back here!
There he is.
See, it says, look, hold left trigger and use the right trigger to aim.
Goddamn wait.
See, it does. It says... But I guess they don't want me to shoot this guy. Did you fire a warning shot?
Too late, Kalu!
I'm just gonna grab him.
You were twice smart. You killed him.
I'm gonna push him in front of traffic.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
If I get close enough, I'll tackle his
Don't
ass.
make it worse, Kalu!
Oh my god, I'm getting tired. He's getting faster than me. I should have had breakfast this morning.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder
Threaten
of
him with
Everett
the gun.
Gage.
Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
The case you stole
God's
evidence.
mill may grind slowly, but it grinds
Or
finely, son.
The case you
I
planted
hear it's
evidence.
you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all,
I'm gonna grab him by his collar. Talk, damn
if you fail in the
Talk!
former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter.
See?
How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
I think he just sort of passively gave me permission to punch this guy. Pliers and a blowtorch. Yep. Are you enjoying that
Has
coffee?
my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
How do we know that he shot a man dead in cold blood? We don't know that. We found a gun in a trash can, and this guy ran away from us, but we don't know if he shot him. Shooting incident.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
I think he's telling the truth.
Come on, Mr. Kalu.
I'm wrong!
Make this easier on yourself. Get it off your conscience.
I'm not a very good detective.
You think I'm stupid? You think I'll just do whatever you want because you're a nice guy? I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
I suck as a cop. I believed him.
You disappoint me, Coldface.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
He wants me to beat the guy.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood.
Get back there and raise some lumps, boy! Oh, try again. Shooting incident.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
I mean, he looks... Seemed like he was telling the truth to me. This whole part here where he's doing all this stuff, like everyone... Oh, they all do that. I'm gonna doubt him. That's the safe one.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint.
Yeah, but neither did...
I've just got to keep my mouth shut
I agree
and watch
with
you
you.
run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
I'm gonna get yelled at again. Watch this.
You disappoint me, Coldface.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Look, I agree with you, Hippos, but when I was questioning the girl at the shoe shop, she did exactly the same thing. Stopped making eye contact and looked all around the room.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I
So
want
I
to see my
accused
lawyer.
her of lying,
A lawyer can't help you,
and
Mr.
I was
Kalu.
wrong.
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
So that's not necessarily true. Like, so well, we know the answers. Like, the girl in the shoe shop did exactly the same thing. She did this whole looking all over the place thing. And I said, you're lying. And she goes, you suck as a cop. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. So I don't know if that's, I don't know if we could just go by that. All right, here we go, chat.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
But I don't really have any evidence against this guy, except, hey, Nova, except for the fact that his gun was in the trash can. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't have his fingerprints on the gun or anything. I don't have direct evidence. I have indirect evidence. All right, you're a lying bitch. You're a lying piece of shit. Where's the punch option? Shouldn't there be like a punch him in the face option? Okay.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago.
See?
You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
I can't prove he used his gun. I have a shooting. That doesn't prove it. I have shell casings. That doesn't prove it. I've got the gun. That's his gun, but that doesn't prove it. He used it. What's the murder weapon serviced? What's this? Store owner testifies servicing the pistol. That doesn't prove it. The layaway voucher.
Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me.
Is wrong.
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done.
No!
Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
I am making a schmuck of myself. I'm gonna get yelled at again.
You disappoint me, Coldface.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
I just like hearing that guy yell at me. Get back in there, give me some lumps, boy. What proof do I have that he shot the gun?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You
The
shot a
gun
man
being
dead
serviced?
in cold blood.
How does it
You're going
link
to have
him to the
pay for
well?
that.
Yeah, but he already admits that it's his gun, doesn't he?
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
So he says, I don't know what you're talking about. We know he's lying. So, okay, you're lying.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun,
So
yes,
he admits it.
but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
A couple of years ago. So we're not proving he used his gun on Gage. We're proving that he's lying about a couple of years ago. It's the only interrogation where you get a second chance. After this, my career's gonna go right in the toilet. The future ones, if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. I'm gonna fuck it all up. So that's why then, because he said he lost it a couple years ago. So that's the servicing thing. The murder weapon was serviced. You own it. And this guy serviced it less than a couple years ago.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebishes will recall when it suits them.
Ching! Possible religious motive? Let's question this man.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, see, like he's looking all over the room again, right? Oh, well. I don't know. He's looking right at me. He's making eye contact. So then I'm going to say that's the truth? No, but now he's looking away. Now he's looking at me. Now he's looking away. Now he's looking at me. So hang on. View the notebook. Possible motive, racial enmity between Kalu and Gage. But I don't have any proof of any racial... What racial enmity do I have? If I call him a liar, I need a piece of evidence to contradict it. I don't have any evidence saying there was any... I've got possible religious motive, but I don't have any evidence.
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
What evidence do I have of a religious motive? I think he's telling the truth. I'm wrong
Gage
again!
was a Jew hater. Get it off your chest.
Gage and his kind are pathetic. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Maybe I'm not using my notebook correctly. Now, that time he kept on looking at me, right at me, but he was still lying?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
All right, so shooting.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
So I mean, he's looking at me, not looking at me. I don't think you can gauge whether they're telling. I don't think the whole looking at their face to determine whether they're lying or telling the truth does shit. Because they all do this. They all look away and they look at you and they look away and they look at you. None of that helps you. We know he's lying, though. And the reason we know he's lying, this one makes sense, because he said he lost the gun a couple years ago, right? Right? So, this gun was serviced. So we're going to say that's a lie.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Right. The murder weapon was serviced.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebishes will recall when it suits them.
Okay, it's amazing what the Nevishes will recall when it suits them. So now...
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
What?
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
I didn't do anything, though. I didn't choose
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
I didn't do anything, though. I just looked at him. I closed my book to look at him, and then they kicked me out of the room. I don't understand what they want. I don't understand the mechanic
Has my lawyer
here.
arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
It's going to be a
A
long
lawyer
entire
can't help you,
playthrough.
Mr. Kalu.
I'm a
You shot a
schmuck.
man dead in cold blood. You're going to
I
have
don't
to pay for
understand what I'm not doing right. Okay, so he opens the book automatically, and there's only one thing to choose from, so I press select it.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Okay. So, careful use of intuition can lead to breakthroughs in interviews and interrogations. So now I'm supposed to not look at the book? So I'm supposed to guess from his face whether he's telling the truth or lying? All he said was, I don't know what you're talking. So I have to question. So I got to go to the notebook and ask questions. So I don't have to decide yet. I can go to the notebook and ask more questions before I make my decision? Is that what they're trying to tell me? So go back to my notebook and talk to him about I can talk to him about any of these things. Shooting, I'm not allowed to select it. Shell casings, not allowed to select it. Layover voucher, I'm not allowed to select it. The Browning handgun, I'm not allowed to select it. Murder weapon serviced, not allowed to select it. So I'm not allowed to select any of these. So close the book. I have to... I mean, he hasn't said anything yet other than he doesn't know what I'm talking about. So I know it's his gun, so we're just going to say you're lying.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Okay, so now he's telling me that it was stolen. So if I go to shooting...
Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me.
So, okay.
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles.
So I can only...
We're done.
Huh?
Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
So I can't go through each one and look at them. I have to pick one out of the book.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
So I am only allowed to pick one thing out of the book. I can't go to each thing and review it. Because as soon as I select it to review it, it automatically takes me into the cutscene.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, I know that,
You shot a man
Hippos.
dead
I'm just
in
saying,
cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
when it gives me a choice in the book, like this one, there's only one choice, so I choose this one. But when it gives me like 4 or 5 of them, I can't go to each one and look at the information. Like if I go down to the second one to read the information and I click on it to read the information, it takes me right out of... I have to pick the one that I think is right without looking at any shit.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
He's a businessman, doesn't know what I'm talking about, but I already know... Hey, Nova, how are you? See, the thing that throws me off here is, okay, yes, I know that he owns a gun, right? And I know that the gun he owns was found in the trash can near the dead body, right? But that doesn't mean that he's lying. He could very well not know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe he lost the gun. At this point in time, right at this point in time in the interview, I don't know if he sold the gun, if he still owns the gun, if the gun was stolen. I know nothing about that gun, right? I'm only about
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
I'm only about to question him about the gun right now, so I can't really... How can I definitely say he's lying right now? How do I know he's lying? He says, I don't know what you're talking about. A gun that he once owned was found at the scene, but that doesn't mean he still owns it, or that it didn't get stolen or anything. So you're making a big jump. You're making a big assumption there. So I'll tell him he's lying, but I'm making an assumption.
You deny owning
I think
a Browning
the gun is
pistol.
up his butt.
Serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Okay, now I know that's a lie because I know that he went and got the weapon serviced. So here's what I'm talking about. I have to pick one. I can't review these other than just what it says on the page right there. I have to pick one, and I know it's this one because I know that he personally got the gun serviced less than 2 years ago. So I know that he's lying there, so I can pick this one.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
So now he's using a derogatory term. So now there's only one thing I can do, which is to ask him about a possible religious motive. If I close the book, I fail, they kick me out, and the guy yells at me and I come back in. There's no other choice I can make here except for possible religious motive.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So he's saying that he doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say Gage hated Jews. And he's Jewish, this guy. So if I go to my notebook, because I could look at my notebook to get the evidence, just like I did for the service the gun thing, right? So shooting, that doesn't tell me anything about hated Jews. Shell casings doesn't tell me anything about hated Jews. Layaway voucher, that doesn't tell me anything about hated Jews. That gun doesn't tell me anything about hated Jews. The murdered weapon getting it serviced, that doesn't tell me anything about hated Jews. Possible religious motive, how does that tell me anything about hated Jews? There's no evidence for that, though, but he's acting cagey. He's not. How do you know he's acting cagey? How is he acting cagey? All of them do that. All of them look away and then look at you and look away. What is he doing that makes him cagey? He's not doing anything any different
Didn't I ask for a lawyer?
Than the chick
Shouldn't
in
you be
the
on
shoe
phone,
shop.
officer?
He's not doing anything different than the chick in the shoe shop. How is he acting cagey? What's he doing that's cagey? I know he's Jewish, and I've just accused him of saying that the other guy hated Jews. And he asked for a lawyer. There's no way I could tell. He's looking right at me. How is he acting cagey? So X for doubt? So what is doubt then?
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage.
But why
He's in the
X
Chamber
for
of
doubt?
Commerce.
Why?
He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs.
It's when they think they're lying, but I don't have evidence to prove it.
The jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
So what's truth then? Truth is when I have evidence to prove they're telling the truth?
Masterfully done.
Yeah,
Officer
I don't get
Phelps.
it. That doesn't. It's not very clear.
It is just, Officer Phelps.
It's not very
Isn't
clear.
it,
Yeah, it works, but it's not
Yes,
very
sir.
clear.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boy. But here's a piece of advice.
Make sure you give him some
Get
lumps,
yourself
boy.
2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Okay, so they make a statement, and I review my evidence, and if I have evidence that proves the contrary, then yeah, I go back and say they're lying. That I get. they make a statement and I go back into my evidence and I have something that shows that they're telling the truth, then they're telling the truth. They make a statement and I have no evidence one way or the other, then I choose doubt? Is that how it works? So with the religious thing, I had no evidence one way or the other. But one of the choices, when he said, I said, you don't like, he didn't like Jews, that's why you shot him, and then the book opened up, one of the choices was possible religious motive. But if I had selected that, it would have said, oh, you failed. All right, let's go. It's not very clear. I don't think looking at their faces helps you at all. They all shift their head around and look at you and look away and look at you and look away. I just want to shoot people, chat, and throw them off the roofs and give them lumps until I make detective.
Here's your new desk, kid.
Oh, I
You're
made
on
detective.
traffic.
There we go.
The hot sheet is posted here next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd
eh?
citation, and maybe we'll get along fine. I'm here to learn, Detective.
Look at that suit I'm wearing.
He's an intense one, isn't he,
Three-piece
Mel?
pinstripe.
Who's intense? The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
If I drive around and get emergency calls.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory.
Can I give
make a change from
as long as I can give
hookers
some
and
people
dope
some
fiends.
lumps to keep my boss happy.
Who was that?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars? Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of LA is his audience.
Want to shoot people and throw them off roofs.
What is that
Exactly.
supposed to mean? Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
I'm a dirty cop detective. I'm a dirty cop now.
Now some
Now
housekeeping.
I'm a dirty detective.
Warm Central Division. Welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know
Yes.
Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Quiet.
Hi, my name is Detective Phelps. I'm a dirty cop.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps. Parker or Green? I don't know who'd be worse.
We're gonna go check out an abandoned vehicle, chat. It's my first day on the job. This is our hot
They
secretary.
really pushed you through quick.
This is
didn't
our hot.
they? 6 years on patrol.
This is
before I
our
got
hot
this desk. You were
secretary
here
in the
5
detective
minutes.
department.
What do you want me to say?
She's looking at
I
me
didn't ask for any favors.
with shifty eyes. Wait, let me go in here. Who's in here? Is this the boss's desk?
What the hell?
What's up, guys? What are you guys doing in here? Just hanging out?
This guy must have escaped the loony bin.
He's not wrong. All right, let's go. I'm driving. Where's this guy?
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest
Mary
cop.
says he'll say.
There's an oxymoron.
Only if I guarantee he walked.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
Okay. How do I get out of here, chat? Here? All right, here we go. All right, I'm driving. Is this my car? We're not in a marked car anymore.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and signal depot.
Let's
and the
go check
warehouse.
out this abandoned car, chat. I'm gonna need all your
Alright.
detective hats.
All units of 459 just
So,
occurred in 6
tell me a little about yourself,
Any unit
Phelps.
to handle,
Are we
code
friends
zero
now,
identified.
Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. I grew up in San Francisco.
My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Reno CS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant, fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home.
How far away is this place?
Hang on.
Can we do like waypoints in this game? Oh, this is a long way away. Is there waypoints? Can we get like a GPS working? No? It's way, okay, where am I? Okay. So this is way down here on Alameda. So the fastest way to Alameda is just straight down the road. Where am I at? Chat, I lost it. Is that my car? Is this me? Oh, that's the police station. Where am I at, chat? I lost my car. There I am. I'm right there. Yeah, okay, so go to the, okay, take your second right. Got it. Let's go.
Okay. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Kept the streets of LA safe.
Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Open your eyes! What happens if I get out? Can I get out? I want to go fight this guy that I just... Son of a bitch, you hit my cop car! Don't you know I'm the police? I'm a detective now. You want to fight? You want to... You will. That's right. What do you think about that, big boy?
You lend someone $20.
You want to go?
You never see that person again?
I'm getting in his car. I'm stealing your car. Oh, your car's gone. There's nothing to see here. You're walking now, mister. Can I, like, steal someone else's car? Oh, I can't steal this person's car? Oh, damn it. All right, let's get back in our car.
Ma'am, step out of the car, please.
Oh, I'm a police officer.
My car.
I'm taking this vehicle. Mine was involved in an accident.
You nearly knocked me down.
I pulled the rank. Showed the badge. I still stole the car though, Reg. I told you I'm a dirty cop. This car smells like sex. What the hell's been going on inside this car? Let's go, chat. We're arriving in a suspicious car.
Is that you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
We're arriving in a suspicious car to inspect a suspicious car.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
All right,
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
All right. 1CD2, 1CO285.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stunned. You don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
So Stefan's gonna hang back. Let me take lead. Let's go check out this abandoned car.
You giving me the hi-hat?
Have you got a wide shot of the car and its surroundings?
Listen, you know, I've never met, so I'm just going to go ahead and say this once. You don't tell me how to do my job, and I won't tell you how to do yours.
So how come nobody ran me over? Was somebody supposed to run me over on this when I was walking around on the street? That'll probably happen. Gather evidence before questions. Okay. Where'd the car go? Oh, it's here. Okay, so let's go look at this car, chat. So I'm feeling for vibrations, right?
Always the same.
Oh my God!
How about you?
I think somebody had a bloody nose. I solved it. Somebody had a bloody nose, and they sneezed while they were driving. And this is, and then they couldn't find a place to park, so they just parked right here.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Except pick up hookers in this game. Oh, you mean you can't pick up hookers? Victims lost a lot of blood. Look at that mess. Okay. Something's in here.
Don't think this is anything.
Garbage. Trunk. Open the trunk for a dead body. Let's take that thing. Mr. F. Morgan.
F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Picked up a live pig. He's gonna put it back? Does that go in my notebook? Did he put that in my notebook? Let me see. Receipt for a live hog. Live hog purchase receipt signed by F. Morgan, found in the abandoned vehicle. Okay. All right. So the idea here is you want to get as many clues as possible so that when you have your interrogations, you'll have information to reference, right?
I don't think so.
He doesn't care about that. Okay, that's it. That's it for the trunk. So blood in the car. Picked up a pig. What's this guy looking at? Is that the forensics specialist? You're waiting to see Jody or Al in the trunk. That's what it was. They did too much cocaine. It caused a nosebleed. Or bath salts. Hey, Canada, what's going on? Think somebody might have been hurt. It looks that way. It looks that way. See the yellow markets? Yeah. Oh, is that the only places I'm supposed to look at or where they've actually already marked them? Happy Sunday, man. Let's look at this. Wallet, Adrian
32
Black,
years old,
Mrs.
married.
Black.
Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
So that's a driver's license. Okay, let's look at this picture. She looks creepy. Is that supposed to be a happy family photo? She looks like a murderer.
Time, I guess.
They both look creepy. This pair of glasses here. She wasn't wearing glasses, but he was. I don't know if they're the same glasses. What's that say right there? Stenzel.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Home repaired? By the look of it. How do you see them as home repaired? She looks like she's from the cabin factory. All right. So when do we know that we're done with clues? It could be more stuff. Or do I only ever look at the yellow? No, I looked in the trunk. There was no yellow marker by the trunk. There's this yellow marker, but I already looked in there. There was no yellow marker by the trunk. So it's not always a yellow marker, but it includes the yellow markers. There's a yellow marker over here.
I swear, this town...
Found the murder weapon.
The women don't find you handsome?
The brand name might give us something to go on.
Instaheat? Instaheat. I'm just gonna put my fingerprints on everything. What else we got? How far should I search? It's my first day on the job, chat. I'm only good at being a dirty cop. I've never been a dirty detective before. I guess we could talk to people now. What's this over here? It's just a switcher? I'm not getting any more vibrations, so let's talk to the cop on duty.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I better get back to work, sir.
Press the left bumper to use intuition to search for clues. How does the intuition work? Detected clues will be marked on the map, making it easier to... I think we must have found everything, because I don't see anything. Nothing's coming up on the map, so let's talk to this guy.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not
Limited
unless he's
uses?
in the trunk of the car.
Gotcha. So try not to use it, unless you really get stuck. What's that over there? Is that a marker? No, that's just a box on an angle. All right, let's talk to this guy.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Oh, I got my book out this time.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure.
It's the solid citizen.
Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Okay, so Nate Wilkie. So now I'm gonna ask him questions, right? I gotta get this mechanic right. So I'm not gonna ask him about the contents of the wallet. At least not yet. The only thing he told me was he saw blood all over the place, right? So I'm gonna ask him his purpose at the scene.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Okay, I think that's the truth. He's looking right at me. Look, he's solid. Total eye contact, hands behind his back. I got no reason to doubt him. Plus, there's a switch in the area. Truth.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Okay. So we're gonna ask him another question now. Do you know Adrian Black?
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
I think he's telling us the truth again. I don't have any evidence to say that he does know him.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars that park here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
Did you look in that wallet, Mr. Wilkie?
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Now, let me view my notebook. Look at him now, he's pissed off at me. Okay, so I'm asking him about the wallet. That's got nothing to do with the receipt. If I go down to wallet, the wallet belonging to Adrian Black was found near the abandoned vehicle. I don't have any evidence to suggest that he messed with the wallet, right? Why would I doubt, though? Why would I not just assume he's telling me the truth? I found the wallet, it's on the ground. Why do you say doubt, Reg? I'm curious. Why wouldn't you just accept him for telling the truth here? I don't have any evidence to say that he's not. I can see.
You know, my nephew joined the police.
How can I see he's acting shifty?
He's a little slow, too.
Why? Because of the weird smirk on his mouth? So that means that he's so how do I know that's doubt and not lie? Because I don't have evidence to lie. So there's no evidence for truth or lie. So the smirk means doubt. All right, I'll go doubt. I guess because he looks like he smelled a fart. And that's doubt, not lie. And the reason it's not lie is because I don't have any direct evidence. He could have taken something. Whatever, okay.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
I'm gonna give you some lumps.
Maybe I
Mr.
checked
Wilkie.
inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
So now we're gonna ask him about the blood-stained pipe.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
So he's looking right at me. He's not making a silly smirk. Blah, blah. Truth.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie.
Thank you for your help, Mr.
Contact
Wilkie.
your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
When I don't know anything for sure, you press doubt. So answer me this then, Reg. Answer me this. When I asked him about the car, and he said he just came straight here, I didn't have anything that said he was telling me the truth or lying then either. So how come I didn't choose doubt for that? I only chose truth because he was looking at me. But I didn't have anything for sure on that one either. So how come that one wasn't doubt? The earlier liars are easier to spot. They do some over-the-top expressions. Later on, it gets harder. Like, in this one, in the first couple of questions, I didn't have proof either way either. It's because he was looking straight at me? I guess. All right. Okay, so now I've talked to everybody. Get my book out. And we go to people. So I guess Nate Wilkie, we just talked to him. So Adrian Black is the guy. So Mrs. Black and Adrian Black are the two people who are in the picture in the wallet, right? F. Morgan was the guy on the receipt. Was that the receipt? Wait a minute. Go to clues. Where's that receipt for the hog? Yeah, the live hog purchase receipt signed by F. Morgan, found in the abandoned vehicle. So I am assuming now that what I'm supposed to do is go and follow up with these people, right? So I can pick who I want to talk to, right? So I guess start at the top and work our way down. So F. Morgan, let's go talk to the pig guy. F. Morgan. Abandoned vehicle. They're not giving me a destination for Morgan, so I guess I don't get to talk to Morgan. Name signed on the slaughterhouse purchase. So he's an unknown. I don't know where he lives, but I have the driver's license for the. I have the driver's license for the owner of the car and his wife, so I would know where to go for that. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go to Adrian Black, owner of the car. Missing owner of the abandoned Lincoln. No, I can't go to that person either. So, am I going to go to her, Mrs. Black? No, that's review evidences again. So how do I... Okay, so none of that then. Locations. The Black residence. There we go. It's, okay, all right. They're doing it like that. So that's where we're going. You want me to talk to my partner? All right, I'll set this as destination. And now I'll go talk to my partner, who should be over here waiting for me, right? Is he over here, or did he come into the yard? Where did my partner go? Is he just sitting in the car? That lazy son of a bitch. Hold Y next to your vehicle. He's not here either. Where did my partner go, Chad? Is he in here? Oh, he is. He's sitting in this car. The one that we stole. The one that I stole. That smells like sex. How come every time I get in the car, he gets out?
620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station.
Oh my God!
Careful!
Okay, wait a second. Now I gotta go back to my, hang on. I gotta go back to my map. Right? And I gotta find out where this place is. They don't let you put a waypoint. Too bad you can't do waypoints. What does A do? Destination. Oh, maybe you can set a custom destination. Oh, a custom. If I do destination, does it waypoint me? Probably not. So we're going way up here. So if I click on that, does it waypoint me with a line? If I do that, current destination.
What do we tell the wife?
Play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
This was before the waypoint days, was it? So I don't get a waypoint. I'm just going to have to figure it out on my own, eh? All right, so remove the waypoint. I don't need the waypoint destination. Just leave the flag up. So what's the fastest way? All the way down Alameda. Where am I at? Okay. Let's go all the way down Alameda. And go all the way down Alameda till it comes to an end. Take a left, and then take my one, and then we'll figure it out. Okay, doesn't matter. All the way down Alameda, Chad. Let's go.
Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
But why leave the car? Well, obviously someone got a little heavy-handed.
What are you
There
doing?
you go.
Wrong way,
Hey.
Raj.
Well, how so, genius?
Let's go.
If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
So we're just going to drive all the way down Alameda
That's
until it comes to an end.
Doesn't add up.
And then we're going to go left.
Read about the guy on the crossing yesterday? No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and
He's on a rail crossing.
oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity worth of traffic, folks. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson.
I think she killed her husband, Chad.
Will only get you so far.
I think she
You
killed her
ask me,
husband.
the whole thing feels kinky as hell.
It's a hit
What
for
I wouldn't
hire.
give to have your powers of intuition, Captain.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the master and you'll get there one day.
It's a hit for hire. She hired somebody down at the docks to kill her husband. And he used a shotgun inside the car. That's why it's so bloody. That's my working theory. Let me look at the map really quick here. How close am I now? All right, so I need to go on my what? The next major road on the left.
Riding Hippers says yellow flag on map is
Yeah.
your waypoint quits.
100%. Yeah, that I know. So we're going down here. Oh,
Look out!
no! I'm a terrible driver. Here we go. Coming up to the black residence. Get ready for some questioning. Here we go. Nice house. I'm a dirty cop, you idiot.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Well, we don't know the guy's dead. I mean, there's a ton of blood in the car, and we know it's his car, but we don't know it's his blood. We don't know, maybe the car was stolen. Maybe the guy went to work, parked his car, someone stole it, they got killed down at the docks on a dirty drug deal, and now I'm gonna go in here and tell this woman her husband is dead, and I have no idea if he's not dead, and put her through all kinds of trauma? Even though she probably already knows he's dead because she did it.
Just a minute.
I'm a dirty cop, you idiot.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can
What is
discuss
she eating?
this in the
She's chewing
living room.
gum, Chad.
Please come in.
She's chewing tobacco. I'm coming right in your house with my dirty shoes. I'm not taking my shoes off. I'm a dirty cop.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with
Injured?
blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
She's lying. Punch her. Punch her.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
I'm going straight for the underwear drawer upstairs.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
What's this bottle on the table here? Everything is suspicious when I'm on the case, chat. Oh. What's this?
Kavanaugh's.
Kavanaugh.
So who brought this home?
Kavanaugh's. Kavanaugh's bar.
Maybe Adrian was a patron.
So go straight for the underwear drawers. Mrs. Black, why are you wearing lacy panties? Is she having an affair with somebody from Kavanaugh's bar? Look how nicely manicured my fingers are. What's this newspaper article that she's got over here? Alienist Fontaine provides help to troubled vets.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's.
Oh my God! Midori raid! What's up, Mr. Bushi? What's going on, Banana Cabana? Cheers, guys.
It's blinding vision.
Nice to have you here.
I can't get it out of my head. My skull feels like it's in a
Subnautica,
fire.
great game. First playthrough? That's a really good game, Midori. Is that your first playthrough of that game? That's an awesome game. Even if it's not your first playthrough, it's still an awesome game. Nice to have you in here, Banana Cabana.
I want to take you on a journey.
I'm a dirty cop.
Journey back.
A dirty detective.
I want you to
I'm a
remember
dirty dick.
the good things about your past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Got the end of Assassin's Creed Origins, but the last main quest bugged out. And the second playthrough in a long time. Nice! Awesome, Midori. Awesome. I hope you're enjoying it. I remember playing that and just the sense of swimming around and collecting and crafting and building and expanding your ability to explore because of your increased ability from crafting. It's just so cool. All All right, so this Alien Fontaine guy, he's injecting, so he's dealing with crippled vet patients, mentally troubled patients. He's injecting them with steroids or truth serums and stuff. After you finish Subnautica, you'll play Assassin's Creed Mirage. Awesome, bud. I own Origins. I never played it. Probably will do it at some point in time. I did Mirage. I played Mirage. A buggy Ubisoft game bugging out. What? Ubisoft jank. There's no jank like Ubisoft jank. Ubisoft jank's the best jank. You punch a guy and he suddenly goes flying through the ceiling and spinning off into some unknown direction. or he goes down through the ground and his whole body stretches out like he's made out of rubber. The Spider Origins was good. I'll have to play it sometime. I never played it. Darthos, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, man. Welcome in. We're playing LA Noire, and Chad is helping me with the mechanics of the game because I suck as a detective. So far, I called a store owner a liar, and she kicked me out of her store. I made detective by doing an interview incorrectly about 6 times, and my Irish boss told me to go in there and get a confession out of the guy by beating the snot out of him. I stole a woman's car. I ran into a guy on the street, and his car got destroyed, and he had to walk. And then I stole a woman's car by flashing my badge and driving off with her car, making her get out and driving off with her car. I'm a dirty cop. And now I found an abandoned car down in the docks, all covered in blood, with a bloody pipe outside. And I've come here to tell the wife that we think her husband is hurt and missing. I also shot a suspect in the back. That's right. I forgot about that. That's right. I chased a guy down across the park and I couldn't catch him because I'd ate too many donuts. So I shot him in the back, and then I failed the mission because I'm not supposed to shoot anybody yet. Oh, and I got in a fight with a dude. I threw him off a roof and he had to go to the hospital. Bunch of games on Steam. Last sale for $50. You got a bunch of games for $50. Awesome. On the last sale, so you're playing through them. You played this one, Midori? This game was great. It's good so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing it with chat. It's one of those where you get it wrong and we can still have fun. Okay, am I supposed to do anything else with this? No, I don't think so. Right now I told this woman that her husband is missing, and we suspect there might be foul play. And then I told her, without a search warrant, or she just gave me permission to search her house. I want to go upstairs and look through her panty drawer, but I haven't got there yet.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One
Pre-ordered
moment.
Final Fantasy
Kavanaugh's
7.
Bar, corner
Nice.
of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
Investigate Kavanaugh's bar. Okay, so that's added to my book, but we're not going there yet. We're still looking around this woman's house. Let me do, I will do like right-hand perimeter, I guess. I've already been in there. So let me start looking around the kitchen. I'm not gonna use intuition. You get limited tries with intuition. I'm just gonna feel for vibrations. Oh, something here, chat. Insta-heat. We think the guy might have got beat to death with a pipe from Insta-heat heaters.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
$82.50 for a gas heater. Installation, $12. Boy, times have changed. Insta-heat. Press A to further investigate. 10-year guarantee. They cannot rust or corrode. They're guaranteed for 10 years. This amazing glass-lined gas water heater proudly carries Unsurpassed 10-year guarantee. A guaranteed made possible by the proven blah, 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 blah. Okay. Have hot water 24 hours a day. $82.50. $8.50 down. That's it. New clue. Insta heat flyer. So you have to fully inspect something for it to get on your, for it to show up on your book, I guess, eh? Because that didn't show up on my book when I first looked at it. All right, he wants me to go outside and look. What's on the fridge? Can't look on the fridge? I can go through here, though. Bathroom, Chad. Oxydol.
Not sure this means much.
Nothing? What's this thing over here?
Circumstantial.
Circumstantial. That's it? Okay. How do I go upstairs? I want to check out in the garbage. Anything in the garbage? I'm gonna check out the underwear drawer. Where's the stairs? Wait. He wants me to go outside with him. I'm not going outside yet, buddy. I'm looking around this house. I'm going in here. Oh, what's this? Something's here. North Pacific Railroad.
Used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Uh-huh. Is that why we found the car down by the railroad? Glasses case.
This must be Adrian's.
Is it empty? Yep, because we know where the glass... Oh, stencil.
So the glasses are a match.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're doing... That's exactly what I'm doing, Hippos. Is this him? To my Adrian, love sick and lonely without you. Hurry back, my darling.
This thing gets more and more interesting.
Nicole? Maybe the husband was having the affair. So now we have a motive. She killed him because she knew he was having an affair, and he packed his bags, and he had a ticket that he apparently didn't take with him, or a receipt. Maybe he didn't need it. And they have the pipe from the water heater as the murder weapon. She's probably having an affair too. Let's look at the back of her picture. She looks...
Separate bedrooms. Separate pictures. What gives here?
I'd have an affair on her too, Chad. She looks scary. She looks like a member of the Addams family. Okay. So this is her bedroom. Not allowed to look in the underwear drawer. Separate bedrooms. Okay, there's nothing else in here. Let me just go where she's sitting and look around the room she's in. Don't mind me, miss. I'm just looking around your apartment. Your creepy apartment. Oh, something here.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
That doesn't matter?
I don't think this is going to help us.
I just like looking at all of her stuff. It's a lot of stuff to look at. No blood on it.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Oh, something here. Airplane.
Nothing significant.
Nothing significant.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Smash something on the floor. You're a dirty cop. Freak her out. Make her talk. Give her some lumps. Is she sitting? Is she hiding any evidence? Nope. All right, I guess we're going outside now. What's this? Teacup? Can't go in here, can I? Can't go in this room. That room's locked. So we're going outside now. Gotta go check under the kitchen window. So under this window, there should be a water heater, right? Let's go check it out. Here we go. Is it missing a pipe?
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Oh, I have to put it together? Wait, am I getting paid for this? I'm a plumber now? I don't think this... Oh, here we go. Are they paying me for this, Chad? Let me just fix this thing right here. Just put this, I'm gonna come in here and charge you for... I'm a plumber, you idiot! Oh, I think it's in here, Chad. I think this is the one. Look at me, Chad. They owe me $18 for a service call. Over here. We're missing a part. That's the part down at the docks.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Give him a wrench. Aha! So it came from here. We're assuming that again. How many people own heaters in their house? This detective makes a lot of assumptions. Okay, wait. I don't know if I'm supposed to look anywhere else. Probably not. Let me go check the shed in the back. Oh, it's a dark candle. I can't go in there. I'll just do a quick... That's probably it. I'll just do a quick pass to feel for... oh, is that a gold handle? No. So there's no more buzzing going on, so... What about over here? I think that's it. Let's go talk to her. Let's go question the suspect. So what do we know? What the suspected murder weapon is missing from this house. They recently had it installed. So it could have been the plumber that killed him. Maybe she was having an affair with the plumber. He's got a picture with kiss, kiss, hug, hug from Nicole. A train ticket or a receipt for a train ticket.
I'm all right now, detectives.
All right, let's go. Let's ask her about the pig.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
She's telling the truth. She's looking right at me. She's not... Well, now she's looking away. I don't know, Chad. I can't tell by the way they look. I think she's telling the truth. I don't think I have any evidence to say... She's not doing a funny smirk, Reg. I don't have any evidence to say she'd know anything else about the pig. I mean, I could look at my notebook. I don't have any evidence to suggest anything that she would know anything different about a pig. So I'm just going to say truth.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
All right, let's ask about that Kavanaugh's bar.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
I have no reason to doubt her. She's looking right at me. She's not smirking. I'm trying to think of all the evidence that we looked at. He practically lives there after work. They have separate bedrooms. I think she's telling the truth.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Where is your husband, Mrs. Black?
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
Well, that would make sense. I don't have any evidence to say that's not true.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
What about that glasses case, Mrs. Black?
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Van Belmont. Okay, wait a second now. Like, her expression says to me that she's telling the truth, but when we looked at the glasses, weren't they fixed? They had been repaired? Where's the glasses? Stencil eyeglasses, broken and repaired, found near the abandoned vehicle. If he just bought a new pair, then they wouldn't be broken and repaired, right? Like a new pair of glasses wouldn't be broken and fixed. So she's lying. Right? Because if it was a new pair, it would be in good condition. But her expression says she's not lying. But I have evidence to the contrary. Like, she's staring right at me. I think she's lying now, though. But I'm afraid if I tell her she's lying, it's going to say, nope, she's telling the truth. So that's his. So this is what I'm talking about, though. So I'm better off. But now I've got evidence to suggest she's lying. It's kind of like my argument with the guy with the gun from before. We said he was lying because he did own that gun, but it could also I could say the same thing you're saying now about that gun before. Maybe the gun got stolen and somebody else shot that dude. So now I just have to,
Please hurry. My husband might be injured.
Shoot her. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to make a lot of assumptions here. Like before with the gun, I said he was lying because he did own the gun. But that doesn't mean he killed the guy because somebody could have stole his gun. I said he was lying just because he had a gun. So now, under that logic, I would say she's lying because the glasses are broken. But then if it's wrong because that's his old pair, how am I to know that? I'm going to say she's lying, but I think it's wrong. I think she's telling the truth. But I have evidence to suggest she's lying.
That's a lie, Margaret. You know exactly what Perry was wearing because you were there.
You're being flat out ridiculous now. Why don't you show me some proof of where I was supposed to be?
Okay, I don't want to show her proof of where she's supposed to be. I just want to say the glasses were busted. She said it was his new pair, but they're broken.
If I was there, at least I'd know what happened to him. But I don't, Detective. And you might not care. But that is the most terrible feeling.
So I got that wrong. See what I'm saying? Like it. So sometimes when you make assumptions, you get it right. And sometimes when you, so I was supposed to ignore that evidence and come up with some alternate explanation. Why couldn't I do that with the guy with the gun earlier? Not a big deal. She said, I guess. But you know what I'm saying though? Like I'm trying to say that I'm trying to be the detective here and solve these clues and have evidence that they're lying. She said it was a new pair, but I know the glasses were broken. So I confront her about the lie, but that's not a lie because he had a new pair that we never found or knew about, and I just have to assume he had a new pair. Well, why couldn't I do that with the guy with the gun and assume the gun was stolen and somebody else shot the guy?
Are you trying to find my husband?
I want to shoot you, lady. All right. Photograph signed, Nicole.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
See, now she's acting all shifty. Like, I don't think it's from his most recent business trip to Seattle because it had, but it could. How do I know that's a lie? Because she's got a weird look on her face? Or because I have evidence? You said to me that I have to have evidence to the contrary to say it's a lie. Otherwise, it's doubt. What's the evidence of the affair? Okay, the kiss, kiss, hug, hug?
Please hurry. My husband might be injured.
But all she said was, okay, but hang on. All she said was that was from his trip to Seattle, right? And they're sleeping in separate bedrooms, right? So how is it a lie? Maybe she knows about the affair. That's why they're sleeping in separate bedrooms. She doesn't want to talk about it. How is it that she said it was a business trip? Well, don't you go on an affair when it's a business trip? Go on a business trip and have a sex with your secretary? Maybe, right. Maybe he was lying to her. Maybe not.
Are you trying to find my husband?
I think you're right. It's a lie because of the funny face. But you see what I'm saying? They're sleeping in separate bedrooms. How am I to know she doesn't know about the affair? Because of the word business trip? So we're just to assume that she's so stupid, she's so innocent that you can't have an affair on your business trip? I'll say lie. I think you're right. But you see what I'm saying? She could know about the affair. And they could still be living together because it's the, what is it? The 50s here? There's no evidence that she knew about the affair. Well, they're sleeping in separate bedrooms. I'll say lie, but...
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
So now I have to give her the proof that she didn't tell me about the picture? Because the concealed... So I am to assume that she didn't snoop in the picture? Is that what I have to make an assumption. It's not so cut and dried. This is a shitty... My detective is a shitty detective. So I'm assuming she didn't know it was a concealed message with kiss, kiss, hug, hug.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame.
See, she did snoop.
He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
That's a lie. Okay, last one. Where were you?
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Now, if I go by her face, she's telling me the truth. I don't have any evidence to... I don't have any evidence. Now, here's the thing. This is the thing I was talking to Reg about. If I go by her face, I'd say she's telling the truth. If I go by the evidence, I don't have any evidence to corroborate that she was here all night. So I'd have to go doubt. because I don't have any way to prove she was or wasn't. But if I go by her face, then it's the truth. So I don't know which one I'm supposed to pick here. Do I have to have concrete proof that she
Please,
was
hurry.
that she was here
My
all night?
husband might be injured.
I mean, I think she's telling the truth, but how do I know she's telling the truth? I don't have concrete proof. I don't write. That's what I'm saying. So then the answer, then I should say doubt here. This is where I don't understand what the game wants of me to get the answer right. I don't have any proof that it's a lie. I don't have any proof that she was here all night. So this is doubt. I can't say one way or the other. I don't have anything in the evidence that I've gathered. I have no way to connect her to this house all night, and I have no way to connect her to the crime scene, or anywhere else for that matter.
Are you trying to find my husband?
So I have to go doubt.
The evidence is stacking up, Mrs. Black. It all places you at the rail yard last night.
I've already told you I was here all night alone. Your stack of evidence doesn't change a thing.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
So it told me I got it wrong.
Please do, Detective.
It said, no, that's wrong. Doubt was wrong. Why was doubt wrong? Explain to me why doubt was wrong. I had no evidence to say she was lying. I had no evidence to say that she was here all night. So I went doubt, like Reg said. And it told me, nope, that's wrong. Because she was telling the truth. Prove it! Prove it! How are you going to prove she was telling the truth? Prove it. Show me your evidence. If you accuse them of lying, you have to back it up with evidence. If you accuse them of telling the truth, or if you say they're telling the truth, you have to back it up with evidence. If you don't have any evidence either way, you're supposed to doubt. What evidence do I have that I know she's telling the truth? I know doubt was a lie. Now I do after the fact. But if I go by what Reg was saying earlier, I didn't have any proof that she was here all night. They're cheating, chat. They're cheating. You know it. I know it. They're cheating. All right, let's go. All right, so now we need to go and talk to someone else, right? Come on, you can drive by me. All right, so let me see here. Get the notebook out. Blah, blah, blah. Locations. So we're going to Kavanaugh's Bar. So well, here's my thing then. So here's my thing. I only need proof that they're lying, not proof that they're telling the truth. If I can prove that they're lying, I go lie. If I can't prove that they're lying, it's either truth or doubt.
That's the cop from the newspaper.
And then I have to go by facial expression for truth or doubt. It's not, I need proof if they're telling the truth. Okay. Kavanaugh's Bar, chat. Let's go. So we're going to Kavanaugh's Bar. Let's go to the map. So flip the bitch, turn around, go all the way back down to Almeida, and then figure it out. Okay.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
She wouldn't have been strong enough. She wouldn't have been strong enough to swing that pipe and make that much blood. He would have fought back. Unless she, like, knocked him unconscious and then kept on wailing. now let's back to the map here. So I want to turn right on Alameda and then take the next major right. Down to Kavanaugh's Bar, chat. Here it is. Kavanaugh's Bar.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
But I just punch you in the face. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, you and me go way back. Way back. Ain't that right?
So far back, I don't remember you.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
You know Frank Morgan?
Having a season. Sure. Hell. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
Frank, the pig slaughter guy. He lives in the back.
That cherry pie was
Frank?
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Oh, you're over here. Sorry, Frank.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I like Adrian. He's a good boss. Now, if I want to accuse him of lies, his face is like all over the place. But I need something to say that he's lying. I like Adrian. He's a good boss. So if I look in my notebook, right? Light blue Lincoln, large splashes of blood, a receipt, Morgan, signed by Morgan, found in the vehicle. That's not incriminating. The wallet isn't, the glasses aren't. The bloody pipe, but that, I can't connect that to him. The matchbook for the bar, that doesn't help. The heat receipt, none of this helps. Train ticket, glasses, I'd say doubt. He sold him a pig, right. I like Adrian, he's a good boss. He sold him a pig. So what? That doesn't mean that he's lying, and it doesn't mean that he's telling the truth. He sold him a pig. Lots of people sell people pigs that they like, and lots of people sell people pigs that they don't like. So I would say doubt here, Hippos. I don't have any proof.
I thought cops had their own bars.
I can review the dialogue. What do you mean I can review the dialogue? Like, I don't have any proof. I don't have any proof that he's lying. There's nothing there in my evidence that says his statement, which is, I like Adrian, he's a good boss. Right? Just because there's a receipt for a pig in the trunk of the car doesn't mean that happened at the time the murder happened. He could have bought that pig in the morning. Right? But I also don't have any proof that he likes him, he's a good boss. The face looks like I'm going to doubt.
I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there, and you let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
I got it wrong. How is that wrong? What was wrong about that process of thinking that I did? How is that wrong? I like Adrian, he's a good boss. What possible piece of evidence did I have that contradicted his statement? Nothing. Knowledge of Adrian Black. How do I do that? How do I look at what was said again? Press start. Frank Morgan, who's asking? Cole Phillips, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black's. Yeah, I know him. Well, we know that's true because he bought a pig off of him. Are you aware that he's missing? No, I hadn't heard that he's missing. Tough break. We have no proof that he knew he was missing. None. All we have connecting him to that guy was the receipt for the pig, which could have happened at any time. We found Black's car abandoned in the freight depot, covered in blood. Do you know anything about that? Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss. Again, we don't have any proof that he knew anything about that. Just because there's a receipt in the trunk is completely independent of whether he knew the guy got murdered in his car. If you go to Walmart and you buy oranges, and then you get murdered in your car on the other side of town, the person who sold you the oranges doesn't know, and it doesn't necessarily know that, right? But you'd have the receipt in your car. Please don't tell me you actually believe this jerk off. I think you were in on it. There's nothing there. I have no proof. So I went with doubt. I don't have any. I assumed that they wanted me to tell him he was a liar because there was a receipt in the trunk, right? But that does not prove he's a liar. They're making a lot of assumptions here. And if you try to be smart, you actually outsmart yourself. They want you to be semi-stupid. But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to call somebody out on a lie for a loose piece of evidence like this, and I'm going to get that wrong, and they'll say, well, why would you make that assumption? Anyway, see what I'm saying? I didn't have any evidence to say that any of the things he said were incorrect.
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
Again, I don't have any evidence. I don't have any evidence that he wasn't here drinking last night and he doesn't remember. So I'm going to say he's telling the truth. He's looking at me. I don't have any evidence to suggest that he was drinking here all night last night. None. No evidence at all. So I'm going to say truth. You watch, I'm going to get it wrong.
Come on, Morgan. It was only last night. You must remember something.
Look, we might have had a drink. We have a drink most nights after work.
I got that wrong. Why is that wrong?
Excuses don't help.
Why
Let's
is
see how
that
you
wrong?
enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? We tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Explain to me why I was supposed to call him out for a lie there. The only connection to that guy I had was a receipt for a pig. The guy that sold the pig said he was at the bar drinking all night. I got no evidence to say one way or the other there. Follow that man!
He sure left his drink in a hurry. Too close, Phelps. Way too close.
I know he saw him. I know what his statement was. His statement was, I was here drinking all last night. So what does that have to do with him seeing him? So what, he saw him? He saw him when he sold him the pig. That has got nothing to do with him. He sold him the pig at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then he went to the bar and he went drinking all night. Prove me wrong.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
They make a lot of assumptions here.
That's it.
Oh, I'm supposed to hang back? I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know I was supposed to hang back. I suppose it makes sense.
You want my opinion? We tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
He says he didn't remember seeing him last night. I was drinking all night. I don't remember seeing him last night. He never said, no. Like watching Friday the 13th 10 and wanting to know why he's killing teens and where did the mask come from. like, shut the hell up, Pippity Poppity. You guys aren't understanding what I'm saying.
Sure left his drink in a hurry.
They're playing fast and loose with the evidence. You have to make assumptions about stuff.
bet
Why
he
is
wishes
the
he
guy with
rehearsed
the
that story
gun a
better now.
liar and the chick is telling the truth when the evidence assumption is the same in both cases? I don't have to follow him. I've got the red car on my map. I just have to keep the red car on my map close. This guy's a murderer, Chad. Oh my God! She said she was home. I had no evidence to prove otherwise. Correct. So I said I doubted her. I had no evidence to prove she was lying. I had no evidence to prove, to say she was saying the truth. Like right now, hippos, I'm gonna tell you that 2 weeks ago Friday, I was home all night. You don't have any evidence to prove I'm lying. But you can't say I'm telling the truth because you don't know. So you have to doubt. But I did that and they told me, no, that's wrong. He didn't say he didn't remember talking to Morgan. He said, I was here drinking all night. Oh, come on. What? How did the suspect evade me? He didn't say that. He said, I was here drinking all night. I don't have any evidence either way for that.
You want my opinion? Lieutenant Morgan.
Let's go. All right, I gotta pay attention to this.
Sure left his
If I
drink
keep
in a
reading
hurry.
chat.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Right. Have you spoken to Morgan recently? And he said, I don't
bet he
know, I
wishes
was
he
here
rehearsed that
drinking all
story better
night.
now.
My memory's kind of foggy. So what? He has a receipt. So what? That doesn't mean that he was... What does recently mean? Does recently mean like... The last 3 days? The last 3 hours? And he said he was drinking and his memory's foggy. So maybe he did and he doesn't remember. Again. I'm a terrible driver. Get out of my way! I think the clues are a little bit too obscure. You're making assumptions again. You're making assumptions again, though. Hey, Fearless. Why? Okay, explain to me why he didn't sell him a pig in the bar. He meets him in the bar. He goes, you guys got pigs at your store? He goes, I do. You want to buy one? He goes, yeah, here's the money. Okay, here's the receipt. Go pick it up. And he goes down to the store and gets the pig. And the guy stays at the bar drinking. You're assuming that he had to meet him in person with a pig in his hands. You're playing fast and loose with the evidence. Why am I? What's going on? So I slowed down, Fearless, and the guy got away from me. I have to go faster than that. You said I'm driving too fast, but I slowed down, and then the guy got away from me. I think I got to go faster, not slower. I can't do this while I'm looking at chat. I have to just pay attention to the screen here for this. Skip the action sequence. No. Oh, you were joking. Well, you didn't say you were joking. You're like, all capitals, too fast, too fast.
I say he's lying, and whatever holds. He sure left his drink in a hurry.
That would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
So what distance of separation do I need?
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
I know I must be doing it right when they're trying to put cars in my way. I must be at the right distance when they keep on trying to mess my distance up. Oh, come on. This is... whatever. So you had to drive this perfectly? In the words of a homeless dude in the back of the future, crazy drunk driver.
You want my opinion?
All right. For the love of God.
Sure left his drink in a hurry.
How close is too close? Follow that green car.
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
I'm just afraid I'm going to be too close to it.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Well, how close is too close then, buddy? Because if I go any farther back, you'll tell me he got away. This is where I lost him last time on this corner.
Ah, that's it. We're spotted. Back off. Hey, back off.
What do you mean back off? He's leaving. Now, you told me to back off, and now I'm going to lose him because you told me to back off. You watch him tell me I failed. It says the car will flash when you're in danger of losing your... He told me to back off. He said, oh, he spotted us. Back off, back off. So I back off, and then they're like, oh, you lost him. I'm not going to listen to chat. I'm not going to listen to chat, and I'm not going to listen to my backseat driver in the car. I'm going to do it my own way, and I'm going to finish this. He said, oh, you're too close. Back off. I back off, and then they're like, oh, you lost him. Let's go.
He sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Shut the hell up, backseat driver. Side seat driver. I'm not listening to you because you throw me off. I know what I'm doing. that man. Follow that potential killer pig. Follow that pig butcher.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Shut the hell up, side seat driver. It's going somewhere. Made some homemade habanero curry sauce. Nice. Delish.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
If you were a lady, I'd smack you on the ass and say, good job. All right, let's go check this out.
Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's
Excuse me, ma'am. LAPD.
Don't work on me.
It's him, the cop from the newspaper.
It's me. Are you happy to meet me? I'm a dirty dick. I'm a dirty detective. We're going in. I've got some questions to ask with obscure answers. Something here. F. Morgan, second floor.
Apartment 2.
Are we gonna kick the door down? Let's go. Sick of this.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit.
Sick of this guy's lies, chat. Sick of them. He's gonna have to face the wrath. Is this it? This is it.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear.
Oh, he's alive.
Get it.
Adrian's alive.
Ah, shit.
It was pig's blood.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black?
He's
LAPD,
faking his own
give yourself
death,
up
chat.
now.
He's faking his own death with pig's blood. He bought the pig. He wants his wife to think he's dead.
There's no point running, Adrian.
I'm gonna throw him off the roof. I'm on to you, Adrian. Tactical roll. Adrian, the game's
Mr.
up.
Black, get back here right now.
I'm gonna shoot him in the back.
It's over,
Stop
Adrian.
right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
It's fraud to fake your own death? And what was the conspiracy?
That turned out to be quite some case, huh?
Conspire to
Adrian,
fake your own death?
What an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
What's wrong with the big house? Hey, Cliff, what's up? He faked his own death with pig's blood. Why couldn't we have just tested the blood? Is this before the days of forensics? Case closed, chat. We did it. City damage, $100. Oh, I did damage to the city because I knocked over a light pole. Vehicle damage, $561. No injuries. 8 out of 12 questions correct. 13 out of 14. I missed a clue somewhere. The only argument I have is sometimes with the questions. Like, I have to assume that he has a new pair of glasses. So what was the point of showing me another pair of glasses that were broken? It ends up being a non-usable clue. So he had a broken pair of glasses and he had an empty glasses case. And then she said, he must have his new glasses on. But I know that the glasses of the same name with the empty glasses case is broken. But I have to say, well, she's telling the truth because I'm supposed to assume that there's a pair of glasses that don't show up in the clues that I just have to believe her over, even though she's a suspect that could potentially be lying to me. I just have to assume that's true. But the guy with the gun who said he didn't shoot the guy, I have to tell him he's lying because I know he owns that gun, but I have to assume that he shot him with the gun that he owns, even though that gun might have got stolen. It's not particularly, you have to make assumptions sometimes that don't make sense. All right. So I don't know she's lying, but I don't know she's telling the truth. That's my point. I don't know she's lying.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs.
I said doubt, and they told me it was wrong.
There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good. Get going.
Speaking of glasses, cheers. Chad, I think we're going to call it here. I think we're going to... What time is it?
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Let's call it here. Let's call it. We finished that last case. We got the game started. We did that whole big case with the fake drone death with the pig's blood thing. But it's like 1:45, and I'm going to be up tomorrow for the day stream for Thymesia. So let's call it here. That's a good spot to call. We'll put it on hold for tomorrow. It's going to be a painful journey. No, it won't. So long as they're not ambiguous. I had nothing to say she was lying. I had nothing to say she was telling me the truth. So I said doubt. And then they were like, nope, that's wrong. She's telling you the truth. So I had to make an assumption there. But the exact same scenario happened with the guy with the gun. And it was, you're lying. But I didn't have any proof either way then either. Other than he owned the gun, which is not proof that he killed the guy. Only that he owned the gun. But he never said he didn't own the gun. He said he didn't know anything about the murder. Anyway. That was fun. Good spot to put it on hold. We'll start the new mission tomorrow. We'll search the clues. We'll throw somebody off the roof. We'll get in a few car accidents. I'll get a bunch of questions wrong and then get all bent out of shape because I didn't have proof either way. Thanks for joining me, everybody. That was fun, though. I do enjoy it. That's a fun game. It is enjoyable. I like the idea, the mechanics of that game. That's, Rockstar trying something new there. Well, back in the day they were. I don't think there's been anything kind of like that since, has there? Maybe it was an experiment they did. Maybe they'll bring one of those kind of games back, in a modern form. Maybe there'll be a continuation of that. That was fun, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the raid, Mr. Midori Bushi. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for the fun and the suggestions and the help with the mechanics of that game. Good times. I will be back tomorrow. Thymesia. We'll take it from the top. We don't have a boss fight in Thymesia. We're exploring a new zone, and then we'll do a new mission tomorrow night in this. Cliff Crazy, nice to see you. Cheers. Hope you had fun. Started work on a sequel, but I got canned. Really? Maybe they'll bring. It's fun. I could see that. I could see them doing one of those kind of games again, with modern graphics and lighting and. Throwing some more meat into it. Maybe throw some more stuff into it. Like give you the ability, like they have with Grand Theft, give you the ability to steal cars, give you the ability to fight people on the street, throw some more side missions and things. They could flesh it out even more now with more memory and more video ability, and with motion capture, you could really get some good expressions for are you telling the truth or are you lying? It'd be cool. Was it writing? They started work on a sequel, but they got canned because they were writing too close to the sun. You shut the hell up, Pippity Poppity. Shut the hell up. Have a great one, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.